The troll maxing part 2. It's happening. Actually, though, maybe not maxing, but I'm certainly gonna be doing a hell of a lot of troll builds. Tournament has started. Late check-ins, welcome. Oh yeah. Oh, and we're up against B6. Okay. Good start. Yo yo. It is time. It is time. Today's gonna be a fun day. I'm basically gonna play only troll factions. So like Norska, Chaos, Greenskins. And I think that's it. I think every single game I'm gonna go Norska, Chaos, and Greenskins. Wowza. Very exciting. No troll wagons. No troll wagons. Someone else has to have trolls, right? Am I missing something? You told me those are the only troll factions? No Ogre Kingdoms? No Corn Trolls? Alright, well, let's do it. Nurgle Bile Trolls? Ah, yes. Alright, so Nurgle's my fallback if they pick Chaos or Greenskins. Oof. That's kind of rough. But I am obligated to make sure I can get a troll faction. Should be fun. There's actually a good few builds that manage to do pretty well with troll maxing. Like Greenskins spamming those expendable goblins so that the trolls don't get spooked. It's pretty good. But let's see here. The map is Itza. Oh, that's good for us. That's pretty good. Itza. So that's super close quarters. Very nice for trolls. My opponent B6 has gone for Skaven and Dwarves, by the way. I've gone Greenskins, Chaos, and Norska. Oh boy. Alright. Warriors of Chaos, Skaven, Dwarves, Beastmen. Dwarves should be an interesting one. They do have Slayers, though. They do have some Slayers. Let's see here. Greenskins versus Dwarves. It should all be good. Norska versus Beastmen. Greenskins versus Beastmen? I think Greenskins do pretty well versus Beastmen, right? Honestly, this all kind of hype. You know, I'll just ban the dwarf matchups. Just screw the dwarves. Screw the dwarves. Maybe I'll ban some Skaven matchups. Should be fine. What type of PC do you have? Like components? I have a 3080? I have a 3080 Ti? 3070 Ti? I don't know, man. I have a 12K CPU Intel thing. 12800? I don't know, man. I think I have my PC spec somewhere on my Discord. But this PC was won in a tournament. I did not purchase it myself. Let's see here. Alright, it's Norska versus Skaven, Chaos versus Skaven. I'll ban the... Screw the dwarves, right? So no Chaos versus dwarves. And I'd rather play Norska versus Skaven, I guess, than Chaos. Let's just force the Beastmen matchup. Why not? Beastmen for days. I think troll maxing would be pretty annoying for Beastmen to deal with. I don't know how well they can chase stuff off. Eat the wolf, hello. Oh my gosh, Crafty, or hello. Did you see my sick Cathay game versus Demons of Chaos where I almost lost my lord to Red Olgor? Disastrous consequences, nearly. Beastmen, they do have morale bomb. Let's play Greenskins versus Beastmen. They do have morale bombing. I am personally not very spooked by it. Whoa, what is this thumbnail? This is the wrong one. There we go. That's a good one. All right. But yeah, they have some morale bombing, yes, but there's a fun critical mass of trolls where if you just get enough of them, if you just get enough trolls, there is actually not much they can do. You just need such a stupendous number of them that, you know, you have more routing trolls than they have cavalry. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, actually though, that is kind of what you do. You just have such an absurd amount. You ever play Chaos Dwarves? I like very rarely gravitate to them. I don't know. I feel like they don't have a lot of interesting playstyles. The trains are though they do make for some pretty good counter picks. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just not a lot that makes me want to play them. I'm sure they're great and all, but yeah. All right, I got a message. Interesting. Oh. All right, nice. Just a little bit of adminning. Back to trolls. Back to some trolling. So if I just support these guys with like 1,000,000 gobos, I'm set for life, right? Pretty sure. There's some sick leadership buffs you can get too. Opponent runs big monsters with terror and it's over. I have terror causing trolls, my dude. No shot. Absolutely no shot. They will they manage to bully these guys. If anything, I have higher mass too. I just need, I feel like let's see, what's Beastman gonna run here? Like, they're gonna have a lot of cavalry, yeah. Centigore spam, nothing too insane. They're gonna have you know, some basic infantry. Like, is there anything that I have to worry about here? Is there anything, a singular thing? Excuse me. Is there even a singular thing in this Beastmen build that'll give me pause? Because I do not think so. I believe we are to absolutely massacre them. I just need to figure out how to spend my money properly. There we go. Attaboy, money is spent. But yeah, how does one beat just an endless tide of giant regenerated dudes? I think it's impossible. Totes impossible. Let's lock it in. All right. So basically the idea today is I'm just gonna make use of expendable units really hard so that my trolls don't rout. With Norska, we don't have that, but we do have Throg and some War Shrine Mammoths, perhaps. Korngors might be an issue. Can they cut through my gobos? What if I send an endless tide of goblins at the Korngors? Pick a banner. All right, fine. Here, I'll do dimmed suns. There we go. It's done. Terror wins. You guys will see. I think people, you know, they might make the mistake of bringing too much terror. If you bring a bunch of single entities versus a bunch of trolls, and I leadership buff them, oh, you're screwed, man. And I got leadership, I think. Did I take the leadership? It's fine. As long as I keep my guys kind of grouped together, I'm happy. You have faith in the troll max? I got quite a few. Take a look at this. So not only do I have some gobbo fanatics, best gobbos in the entire game, we have this guy. No leadership buff. I needed to min-max my monies. But a lot of gobbos here, a lot of trolls here. That's it. It's just gobbos and trolls. It's just gobbos and trolls. That's it. Is it good? I guess we will see. As it stands, my opponent has 12 units, which is not an extreme amount. If these goblins rout, they will not impact the leadership of my trolls, which is very nice. And I can spam more gobbos. If he brings elite stuff, the trolls will win. If he brings a double chimera and a brave shaman of the wild with the trader kit, we're fine. We're fine. Double chimera, not a problem. Some slongors are kind of spooky. What's he gonna do? Breath attack my goblins? Ain't gonna do nothing. You know what? I'm gonna get more gobbos. Infinity gobbos. Yeah, that's right. We don't hold back on the goblin tide. Double chimera is, you know, it seems scary, of course. It's always gonna feel a little sketchy, but is it actually a problem? The answer is no. I actually don't have that many targets for them. I'm a little surprised that he's not being a little bit more aggressive with them. But generally speaking, this is going pretty good. We've already secured ourselves a solid double cap. There we go. And then I can just pull back to the safety of my lines. Now, I could summon the Rugloods, but of course, there's double chimera here. Instead, I'm just going to save up for some big boys. There's some stone trolls. And then we should be good. Remember, we got some crazy buffs to chuck onto the chimeras, too. Do have to be a little careful about the slongors, but I'm not too worried. Gotta remember, this guy has fanatics, by the way. He got the lunge, so I can aggress these slongors. Okay, we got more ungors over there. This will be fun though. Trust in the process. I'm gonna loon him. I'm gonna loon him real good. Boom, baby. Get looned on. Then these guys get looned on. That's free value right there. Right from the get-go. Already we have gotten ourselves a good little bit of the value. Gonna clip through that little piece of terrain over there. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to save up for yet more trolls. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Even more trolls. I'm gonna have loons here in a second. I'm gonna cook super hard. 7 seconds. Gonna breath attack. You think that scares me? Chuck the loons out. There you go. I'm just gonna massacre those poor guys. And then we're just gonna buff them up. Yeah, there we go. Get the big ol' spells. Get the mega loons right on top of his super expensive cavalry. You know that's gotta hurt. Yep, they're already pulling back. Oh my gosh. Bro, these guys are cooking hard. Very nice. So far so good, I'd say. Let's get some squigs in here though. Gotta be a little careful with my lord, of course. He can always die extraordinarily fast, but as long as you keep the leadership up, I'm okay. Gonna chuck out a whoop, oh, there we go. Another fanatic volley. And we're just gonna, yeah, take him pound down. Just pummel up, man. I got all the boys in here. They're doing great. Let's get these ones to not rout. There we go. See, his archers are running for the hills. You guys telling me you really thought that the terror would be a problem, guys? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You guys actually thought that terror would be an issue, of all things. Nah, we chilling, man. It's okay. I do have to be a little careful, but yeah, these chimeras are, of course, typically quite scary, but we can just kind of bog them down. Okay, actually, I am slightly down on value. All right, maybe I have to be a little careful. Let's rampage these guys into my gobbles. Let's keep up the fightiness. Okay. And then gonna get the wog in. I have to be a little careful because I might actually lose his pocket. Okay, maybe you guys were right. Maybe you guys are right. How much time does he have to chase him though? Maybe not much. This side's going not bad too, by the way. All that anti-large is certainly helping me out. But a little bit of a collapse here. Does he have time to chase him off though? I guess we'll see. Gotta lock in though. Don't want to accidentally throw. Value is still keeping up pace pretty decently though. We did just pummel his poor archers here. And a couple dogs are certainly not going to be able to get much work done. So I think this point is prime for the capture now. And then can he get this point in time? I don't know. I have river trolls over there too. Honestly, ticket-wise, they're doing great. Maybe it's not a problem. Should I be overconfident again? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Okay, I just gotta keep away from the Slongors is all. And I gotta keep my dudes grouped up. We do that, we'll be okay. River trolls will just be a menace in the distance. We're seeing some cavalry grouping up. I'd love to get a little ability on them. Yes, there's the net. All right, now I just need to make sure my lord don't die. He dies, we are in trouble. He's just got a dip. There we go. River trolls just gonna counter charge. It's all about keeping up. Wait a second. It's all about keeping up my dudes, making sure they all stick around. This will be great though. If he misplays this and he just loses his lord, that would be kind of amazing. Beat him up. Beat him up. Come on, hammer him. Hammer time his face. He's gonna chuck a big spell. It's gonna do a bit of damage. Get the loons. Okay, I got him routed. That's good. Okay, so we are gonna kill his lord. That's not too bad then. Kind of spice. A little scary, but still not a complete end of the world, I'd say. I am running out of dudes though. The doodleage is definitely getting a little sus. And oh, he wants to counterpunch on my lord. And my dude is dead. Okay, well that's a little unfortunate then. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. I think we're dead, guys. I think we died. Dang it. Oh, I was so confident. I was hoping that we get his lord. Okay, well we do get his lord eventually. Or that we'd be able to rampage the chimeras, but honestly, I don't think it was the end of the world. I think I could have waited I should have like waited longer instead of getting into the fight so early. I didn't have enough troll density. The question is though. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm winning this. Alright, GG. GG Blade. Dang it. A rough day for the trolls. 1-1. I think it is doable if I play a little bit more patient. If I just let them sit for a little bit, we'll be okay. I also did not give them the greatest fights. By going onto the hard flank, it didn't go super well. Slongors I did bully though. Fanatics were good. But I'm going to need to speed up the process. Yo. Dang it. Dang it, I thought I had a man after the sick Fanatic plays. Alright, and I am second. Okay, I just need to win the next 3 games, it's okay. What about ranked up trolls for the leadership? Too expensive. Too expensive. Okay, I think it's either I give them more support. I could have gone for the Black Orc Big Boss and get the ITP Rabble Rouse. He does have Get Back here. Could be way better than the Night Goblin. How cheap can this guy get? 750? I could. Should play Norska for the real troll faction. Greenskins have the most trolls though, right? Oh yeah, no Grom the Paunch. True. ROR troll routing towards the enemy lines is very unlucky. Yeah, them coming back helped me. Oh man, dude, it felt like I was in pretty good control. I should have just played more defensively. You gotta not overextend with this build. It is obviously better versus range factions and such, but yeah. Alright, I just need my opponent, and we just gotta win 3 games. I have 1 hour to win 3 games in a row with trolls. That's 100% doable. Control. A troll build's better for greenskins than Norska Chaos. I've had some people go for troll builds and it does really well. But I guess it's against less fighty factions than Beastmen. I do wonder if we run into a Chimera, how do I want to deal with it? I feel like Black Orc Big Boss is not bad. And just having a disgusting troll blob. Alright. Let's see what my opponent goes for. So we're up against Azik next. An opponent that we should be ready for. He goes Slanesh first. Oof, alright. Alright. Let's go Norska Chaos and Greenskins again. What a mad lad. Going for the Slaneshi action. Lizardmen, okay. Lizardman is good for us, actually. Lizardman's super good. I just have to ban every other matchup. I can do that. I can ban all other matchups. Chump change, this guy is. Absolute chump change. As long as I can get the Lizardman fight. Now, Lizardman can also spam big monsters, but... And vampire counts? Alright, that's not too bad. I'll ban, How do trolls do versus vampire counts? Maybe if I have high enough leadership, they can outgrind them. They're like crypt horrors that can route. Okay, let's just ban out, you know, against Slanesh. I haven't played against Slanesh in so long. Let's just ban the 2 vampire counts matchups. Oh. River Trolls and meta versus counts. Is that real? Is that actually real? Dangler usually doesn't troll. He bans vampire counts and chaos. Okay. Sure. I might be facing Slanesh, guys. Oh boy, this will be real interesting. We might be facing Slanesh, though I feel like a Black Orc big boss totally crush it. Just get some ITP in there and we're set. River Trolls have 55 leadership. They actually have more leadership than other trolls. Crazy. No, that's because of the ROR. My bad. Yeah, no, they're all garbo. Bane, Slanesh, and Norska, and Warriors of Chaos and Slanesh. Interesting. Okay. We're gonna get a sick Lizardmen game. I'll do maybe a Greenskins versus Lizardmen could be really fun. Sure. It's either that or Chaos. I think he's gonna want to face the green boys with the lizards. And I can redeem myself with this sheer build. Just give them absurd levels of melee attack. I could also run Grom the Paunch. Black Orc Big Boss is also very solid. He bans Greenskin Lizardmen. He wants to play versus Chaos. Okay. What a mad lad. We're going with Chaos Trolls, people. In this case, I do have access to Bile Trolls. I don't know how many of them I actually want, though. This should be interesting, though. So, Archaon obviously has some very good leadership buffs. Lizardmen, they have a lot of skinks, but they're not the best versus trolls. Slanesh is the real leadership bomb faction with deeps. Yeah, feels about right. Let's see here. If we're facing a ton of skinks, yeah, I guess this makes sense. Okay, it should be fairly doable. The biggest thing that you have to worry about when you are facing the Lizardmen. Well, let's see here. I gotta be able to win the frontline fights. I should be able to win the frontline fight with something like this. Actually, oh my goodness, bro. Yeah, okay. This is kind of a crazy build. No idea if it'll actually work. This might be some of the hardest garbage you've seen ever. But I believe if nothing routes, the trolls will not get leadership bombed. Yeah, just get some solid troll support going, why don't we? And then just a little bit of this. Okay, alright. Yeah, kind of a crazy build, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a crazy build, but one that actually is probably not bad. I'm gonna go with the hard, probably not bad. I really want to see how this works. This might be sick. I'm surprised he didn't want to play Slanesh. He banned 2 Slanesh matchups. Guy really wanted to play Lizardman. Salamander hunting packs are a nightmare for this. It's true. True. I find that trolls are not really good at diving into their backfield because they just get surrounded and routed. So you end up getting shot a lot when you go for the troll build. 30 ward save trolls with elite stats. I feel like we should make them have even better stats and even worse leadership, you know? So give them crazy regeneration. Like, you want to maximize the amount of times people feel bad about full HP trolls routing. I think that's what we really want to achieve here. Troll maxing really good into Skink Tide. It should be. Having a lot of trolls versus skinks, they're much more of a slow burn strategy unit. Lizardmen don't really do well against these kind of huge armies. So maybe it works. It's either that or the salamanders absolutely obliterate me. One or the other. Troll maxing is never good. I've faced trolls before. I was playing high elves though. And high elves are not exactly the bestest faction for clearing them out, but still. We're gonna see. I just need to, because we're playing Chaos, I just need to keep them around Archaon. We'll stick him on Archie. And he will give them immune to psychology. Oh, look at all this grass that loads in. See, but I never see it because I'm this far. Okay, look at this though. Look at this. Aspiring champions. So I could try to jam my way into this choke point. That might be a fun strat. It's like all in over here. Ready, good luck, have fun. What if I go all in on this point? Get all the trolls there, and we just fight here forever. I do have, you know, it's very hard for them to relocate to pressure this point. So you can control both very well. Fewer opportunities to get flanked than over here. And as a less maneuverable army, maybe this is what I want. I do think aspiring champions are hype. They have the encourage effect. So if Archaon isn't around, the trolls will get a leadership buff. I got fight or die on Archie too. Pretty hype, right? So Archaon can increase their leadership by a further 16. This is it. I just need them to ready up. They do have 17 units. Sometimes it can take a bit. I do need to win the next 3 games if I want to make it to the semifinals. But it should be okay. Looks like you have a pretty typical skirmish build. We have tic-tac-toe with this guy. Memeing harder than I am. And Flock of Doom, which is actually horrid against this. Flock of Doom could not have been a worse spell. Which is pretty nice for me, honestly. Just don't summon the Hellstriders until he gets fed up and starts spamming the flocks. It is good though. The question is, do I want more trolls? I think I probably want some semblance of infantry. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, some semblance of infantry. Very solid play. There you go. We're gonna get ourselves a Marauder in here. Very nice. And the trolls have arrived. Archaon ready to buff up their leadership. And what we're gonna do here is gonna use these armored trolls at 110 armor. They're actually as armored as dwarves. They do not give a crap about king skirmishers. And I'm just gonna use them to tank some of these shots. What do they care, man? Dude, it's like a little nothing burger. Look at these volleys. Are you ready? Ready for the 0 damage on these boys? Boom. Nothing. All right, great success. Not the best of volleys. Pretty good for me. Now there is the Salamander hunting pack. And that's gonna be rough because it also reduces my healing. The trolls, yeah, they're not gonna take a lot of damage from any of these javelins and such. There's also obviously a massive army here. Just a ginormous army of skinks. But I'm doing okay. I'm not gonna get these trolls just yet. I think I'll probably save up for a bunch of cavalry to maybe catch the salamanders when the time comes. Just gonna cautiously walk onto the point here. Get them aspiring champions in. Man, armored trolls are quite tanky though, aren't they? Actually, rather tanky. They actually don't give a crap. And there we go. There he chucks out the Flock of Doom. He should save that for my dudes, for my other dudes. So you can see the salamanders do hurt though. But if I cycle out the trolls, we'll be okay. So we'll just pull these ones back. The hard focus fire is there for sure. Very nice. And they're gonna be safe. What we're going to do here is we're going to start spamming the Hellstriders. Since we know he's burned his block. Lock of Doom. Gonna chuck out a burning head. Right down the pipe on all of those dudes. And then if I need leadership, I can bring it in. Currently, though, not very much needed. The burning head does 1,000,000 damage. And my blob of trolls is indestructible, good sir. Undaunted by all forms of combat. They are actually doing really well on the leadership front. I'm kind of surprised myself, I'm not gonna lie. I guess one salamander is not enough to kill this many trolls. I gotta be careful though. The match is not over yet. It is far from over. But Hellstrider's getting in. We do get a pretty nasty charge on them. Look at these guys. Still sticking around. They actually don't care. And we're finally gonna kill off the salamanders, who would otherwise be very problematic for me. Very nice. So let's just yeah, get another troll here. Archaon's doing great. Just gonna chuck a burning head down the pipe. Route off all these fools. There we go. Very nice. And the trolls are chilling. They got the healing. As long as they stay together. Trolls together strong. Alright. Troll alone is weak. Let's see here. Yeah, I have to be like so wary of that leadership. As long as I keep up with it though and keep an eye on it, we're okay. The perpetual troll grind doing pretty good. Archaon is at the ready, of course, too. He's keeping everyone's leadership here very strong. And the aspiring champions too, they haven't really taken any damage. One troll routes because they got too far away. I'm gonna buff up the leadership of this one just so that they stick around just a little bit longer. And I'm gonna summon a Forsaken. As much as I want to keep spamming trolls, it's probably better that I get a Forsaken in here. Look at that, they barely held. Heroes, absolute heroes of the Troll Empire. Come on, one wind. Alley-oop. That's gonna be painful. And there go 1,000,000 skinks. Very nice. Where are my other Hellstriders at? Gotta find them. Archaon can definitely kill Tic-Tac-Toe. That's not a problem. And just like that, salamanders are once again occupied. Archaon's just a Chad. He does not die to a simple tic-tac-toe. He did chase down one troll with the feral cold one, which is still good for him, but not enough. Troll maxing beats skink maxing. Let it be known this day, people. Tic-Tac-Toe's gone, man. He ain't coming back after that. I just need to resummon my Hellstriders and then we'll be okay. I do have to be a little careful too. He chucks out a flock of doom. Hold, leadership, hold. Maybe I can reset their charges to give them a bit. Nah. A little rough, but we're still doing okay. That one lone salamander that's just chilling there is kind of a problem. I am very happy that he doesn't have terror though. Any amount of terror and yeah, I'd kind of be screwed, I'm not gonna lie. But we'll just pretend that's not an issue. Leadership. Okay. Yeah, when some trolls start to rout, the others also begin to rout. It's not too pretty. Come on, trolls, hold. They're doing okay. They're sticking around with the help of Archaon. They are sticking around for quite some time. And I will be able to get more Hellstriders here in a second. I'm gonna go with Horsemen. I actually just need mobility super bad right now. Oh my gosh, and there they go. There they go. How dare they, bro? Okay, gonna have to pull these guys back. And there go the trolls. Well, that's unfortunate. That is bad. That's very bad. What do you mean? Come back. Come back, my trolls. Why? Yo, are these Hellstriders gonna come back anytime soon? Okay, almost. Almost. We have a new front with Archies doing great. Okay, I can finally start summoning in some Hellstriders. That's good. And of course, the loss of Tic-Tac-Toe is probably gonna win it for me here, and the aspiring champions are Much better than trolls. I have a strategy, people. It's called just not summoning trolls for a couple minutes. Just look away. Avert thy eyes. Thine eyes. There you go. See? Now we have a value. Now we have a big ol' route on all these guys again. Hell yeah. I think tic-tac-toe just routed. Yeah. Lord fled recently. Hell yeah. Okay, back to troll spam. Back to the troll spam we go. Should be able to capture this point over here. Don't mind me. I'm just routing off the entire horde of skinks here. Here we go. He chucks out another flock of doom, but that ain't gonna do much. I assume he's resummoned tic-tac-toe, but it's actually a little too late right now. At least it should be. He suffered some immense losses. Ah, hell yeah, some of the trolls rallied. This one actually still has a few entities. Oh my god, he's escorting them so good though. I will say my opponent's been pretty good at escorting them little trolly boys, but now that I have my Hellstrider resummons, he's actually just doomed. Maybe we catch some feral cold ones with these trolls. Alright, so he's trying to hold the point. Archaon should be able to terror out these fools. He does cause terror. Okay, not bad, not bad. Oh my gosh, he routed. What? These guys, man, these guys. It's okay. We got a big route. There you go. This is a fine collapse on these skinks. And if I just keep summoning cavalry instead of trolls. Hey, look, I started with the trolls, okay? There you go. Archaon with the sick routes. And we have a capture point just in time to win. Very nice. And without a caster, he's pretty done for. Honestly, the aspiring champions were kind of insane versus the skinks. Maybe next time I face Sharks, I should just spam aspiring champions. They're almost unkillable. If you do it just right, they're very hard to take down. Like, I don't think salamanders are going to do anything against them. It should be a pretty good burning head. Chucking that out right on top of them skinks. And goodbye. Army value for my opponent. Hell yeah. And then what we're going to do, we're going to get one troll. We're going to go back on the troll train. That's a strat, right? You get enough of a lead where you can afford some good old troll fun. I don't want to get drawn into his backfield, but I will use one Forsaken here just to keep the route going for a bit longer. But he's pretty done for. GG. Well played. All right, armored trolls not bad, honestly. Armored trolls were not the worst. Let's take a look. Decent value on one of them. Okay value over here. As far as infantry is concerned, it's not the worst. You got to remember they also healed a lot. Somehow we got a ton of Flock of Doom value. I don't know how that happened. Aspiring champions are good. Archaon's just a beast, though. That was Archaon and Hellstrider hard carry. I'll take it, though. That's the first. Oh, that's the first troll victory of the day. Yo, yo. We're up against Ponty next. And Ponty's playing Dark Elves. Greenskins, Norska walk. Alright. Oh boy. That's kind of stressful, but a win's a win. What are they actually good against? They're pretty good versus cavalry, I find. Hey, over dogs. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Does Burning Head not affect your own units? It doesn't. It's great. Should have brought one Bowel Troll. Yeah, one Bowel Troll for the debuff. The sick speed leadership debuff. And melee defense. I feel like having that mixed in is good. Okay, and he wants to play versus Norska. Hell yeah. You guys have been asking for it. The one true Troll King. It should be interesting. I'm against Dark Elves. So Throg has only 2 types of trolls. But it's still quite good. Bile Troll's kind of underrated. Yeah, I think having like a 1 of Bile Troll is just really good. It's just a walking leadership debuff perpetually, right? Throg and time. Now, if I'm playing versus Dark Elves, what kind of magic do I want? Do I have to worry about Doombolt? The answer to that is quite possibly. Doombolt is pretty nasty. I can Glittering Robe, give them armor. Okay, surely there has to be some good magic for the trolls, right? I can Aspect of the Dread Knight to give them terror. That is actually kind of hilarious. Aspect of the Dread Knight trolls. Truly the most terrifying trolls. But if I'm just gonna have a bunch of trolls, what do I want to support them with? What's the best way? What's the best way to back up a bunch of trolls? Personally, probably just a little bit of infantry, right? Probably. Mind Razor for the massive weapon strength. Yeah, they can hit for 160. That's enough to one-shot cavalry. Although they already almost have enough to one-shot cavalry, but splash attacks and such makes it a little awkward, harder to figure out. Okay, I should have something other than Aspect of the Dread Knight. I feel like just Aspect of the Dread Knight's a bad idea. Sure, I'll take this too. And 1 more unit of mobility, just for the safety. All right. All right, here we go. How am I on the leaderboard right now? Nice. I have 2 MMR more than base. That is good. So we up matched into someone and then we won. So I got more MMR. So just gotta win this one and the next one. I just gotta start winning games. There's a lot of scary players though. We got Surzer Miz. We have Evergarden. That's chosen. Ponty, Alvik Val. Alvik Val lost the game. Dang. Berserker also lost 2 games. Dang. All right. All right. Don't worry about my build. I have a plan. I have a plan. Ready, good luck, have fun. Just sit back and relax. I think the worst thing you can do with trolls is to get overeager with them. I think the longer you sit back and just chill, the better it goes. Now, if he has a bunch of skirmishers, I have counter skirmish. I do have some counter skirmish. We have some mobility. I have a shaman sorcerer. Turn 7 campaign vibes. It's just being thematic is all. Tis all. Where are you guys at in the tournaments? I haven't been following. You just know Alfred destroyed his opponent. Which tournament? Like the Warhammer World Cup or what? Oh, that's true. Yeah, Riders of the Mighty Serpent. Just keep them near the trolls. Give a massive leadership buff. Oh, that's kind of sick. Yeah, if they just get a big enough leadership buff, they kind of do. They kind of do well. Let's just see what he has first, though. It is a Crone Hellebron. Now I wish I had Spirit Leech. It's okay. Hellebron's just going to make my trolls fight more, which is perfect. Let's see here. Where's the rest of your army, man? I know they're out there. It's like playing Ogre Kingdoms. It's like playing hella discounted Ogre Kingdoms. It's a Medusa. Okay, Medusa might actually be pretty bad here. If I am lucky. I have to be very careful though. So there are a lot of range units that do a lot of damage. Now I do have Buna, so I can just Buna their faces and they'll die. That one's always fun, but yeah. I have to be a little careful. Oh no, adminning. Mid-match adminning, not like this. Let's see here. Interestingly, it just gives me both points. I'm okay just waiting. I think he's actually a little terrified that I'll just bum rush him. Has a lot of spells. Okay. If I can get him to Doombolt Frog right now, that would be kind of perfect. Because then I just don't fight him for a little bit. It's all shades. 12 units. 4. Nope. No shades. Or if he does, 1 if I miscounted. Remember, Throg is pretty nasty with this breath attack. I'm not gonna let him lure me into a bad situation though. Interesting. Some Doomfire Warlock. So this guy obviously wants to snipe Throg. I don't know if he knows that I have Buna though. More Cav, okay. It's fine. I just really want to get a good Buna position on his face. Let's start with some cavalry. It's not like he has anti-cavalry. Skirmishers are just good. I don't know how the Medusa ammunition works out here. I'm gonna save this guy so he doesn't just like Doombolt his face. But so far, no plays have been made on my dudes. No plays. He's just, you know, he's finally shuffled forwards. He's decided he does want to get the point. Medusa shots don't really do a lot of damage to trolls, though, it turns out. Seems like they held up fairly well. The question is, do I want to hold up longer? Yeah, the Medusa really isn't doing that much. It just kind of knocked down the trolls a bit, but it's fine. I'm okay. I think I'll just get more skirmishers. It's just a unit that can get a lot of value is all. And he is slightly out of position too. So while this Medusa's running, I should be able to get some easy hits here on him. I'll be giving up the point, but I'll be getting value on the Medusa. I think that's absolutely worth. Is that braced? I think he is braced there. Gotta be a little careful. You can see the leadership is going well though. I gotta make sure I get this point. And we're going to rear charge these guys. Hopefully beat them up real good. I wonder if there's like some crazy hit and run strats I can do. Where like I disengage now and just let my guys regen. I'm gonna give them the melee attack boost even. Very nice. And the point is slowly getting captured. I do like that. He chucks out a spell, but to little avail. Very nice. And yeah, I think we just pull back. Dude, that's actually a fairly nice trade. Just have to be a little bit careful. Okay, he has the Dark Riders on me. Okay, that's just a terror route. That's just a terror route. They'll all come back. Now, I don't want to actually sit in this fight because it's a Hellebron madness thing. But this ain't too bad actually. Look at that. Yeah, dude, their leadership's holding. We got the Throg Daddy in there. We got our yeah, we got our boys in here helping out. He gets a couple crowmen in, but they ain't gonna do much. Let's give him some terror. All right, Throg versus Hellebron. Who did better? I still have to be a little careful, but so far the leadership's actually holding up fairly well. It's actually doing pretty good. His little birds are routed too. Dude, Throg actually just does not give a crap about Hellebron. That's kind of funny. As long as these guys hold though. I think that's the scary part. Because if they rout, then I don't got no more leadership. But yeah, so far it seems like it's going okay. I'll be able to get a fairly good surround on these Here, Doomfire Warlocks too. He's chucking out spells like crazy, dude. They just don't die though. Oh, there's another leadership boost. Thank goodness. I really needed that one. Holy crap, dude. Is this build actually more fighty than his build? I feel like Throg is just not giving a single crap about this blob fight. Apparently the value sucks for me though. Apparently the value trading is absolutely horrendous, which I don't believe. I can't believe it. This looks so good for me. Maybe it's just the regeneration. I don't know. I do have a whole army of regeneration. Throg is very nearly done killing there. He's going for the caster now, realizing that he's given leadership boosts, but so is Throg. Oh yeah, that guy's dead though. Okay, I think we need some ice doggos. The grind is still going okay. We do finally route off that there Medusa, so that part's pretty good, but now the leadership's getting a little sus. I can get some unbreakable dudes. A lot of them are already routing though. It's a little unfortunate. And maybe he starts pulling back a smidge. Though, I don't know. I still have a fairly decent ticket situation. And then of course the trolls are going to rally. Thus, they'll be able to save the other trolls. Save them. Save them real good. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, a lot of them are coming back. I must say, it is a little sketchy. Especially with Hellebron here. If Hellebron kills Throg, I'm boned, man. Let's see here. Let's do this. Come on. Stick it. Sorry, I'm trying to like also admin at the same time. Oh my gosh, dude. Throg's dying. Okay, I gotta save Throg then. That's not impossible. If he misplays it, Hellebron will actually get caught here. If he plays it well, she'll be able to stay, Oh! Crap. I thought she was gonna stay in the air. Come on. Pin her down. Did she kill Throg? Oh, dang. The Kurgan's actually doing a lot of damage. Okay, wait. We actually have a lot of dudes rallying, too. Throg lives. Okay, wait. Come on. Just need Throg to live. He is regenerating. He summoned a Death Hag, which is generally speaking not very good because of how slow they are. I'd say hard maybe on this actually. If oh my gosh, Throg rallied. What a Chad. Okay, the guy actually came back. Hell yeah. Wait, yo, we have a chance. I have a legitimate chance. I can. I just have to get my caster back and cast some foul magics on him, and we'll be okay. Oh wait, he's sending in Hellebron. She might actually die here. Come on. Come on, baby. Throg has to be a little careful. Oh, the trolls! The trolls are on her! Ah, hell yeah. Throg just has to live. Oh, that's so huge though. Alright. Alright, here we go. Just gotta get the kill on her now. And then I have to actually retake some capture points. Well, there we go. She is dead. Hell yeah. Okay. Alright. Throg routes again, though. What a guy. How do you route? Did he get shot up? He might have gone shot up a little bit. Oh, okay. They're just terror routed. They'll be back. I think if I just keep spamming mobility, I'll be okay. Oh boy. Okay. Ugh. Sorry. So much management. This adminning, man. Ugh. Okay. What are we doing? Throg rallies. So he has one more route in him before he dies, by the way. Before he shatters off the battlefield. And I also have to recapture the points. It's not impossible, but it is going to be quite difficult. Especially the whole Throg situation. Actually having him live is going to be a little difficult. If I'm lucky though, my opponent misplays this. And maybe we actually get some catches. So, but simple Dark Riders, they ain't too great. Okay, there we go. Should be able to secure this point before he gets here. This is a decent amount of cat weight. Oh, it's gonna be close though. I actually really need that capture point. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, very nice. Capture point is taken. He's gonna Doom Bolt Throg. Oh, what a chat, he lives. Okay, alright. I'll take it, I'll take it. I can't believe it. Alright, and then I should be able to get this point. What do you mean another Doom Bolt? Oh, crap. Which one is that? Is it from this caster or is it Doomfire Warlocks? Oh, Throg, hold, baby, hold. -8 leadership. Absolute Chad behavior from the Throg daddy. The man is indestructible. Okay, I need to win this. I can't believe it though. He actually holds. What a guy. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna need some of these guys. Throg is gonna have to play it super safe. How much magic do I have left? None. That's unfortunate. But I'll make do. He's trying to rout off these guys. Okay, I'm gonna get a pretty decent charge over here. I just gotta capture this point and I'm okay, right? I think that's exactly what we're gonna go for. And then I just gotta stop him from capturing all the other points. We have a lot of trolls to bring back too, mind you. Will be very good. Okay, so he's going all in on this one. That's actually fine for me. Yo, are we actually gonna win this? Get the terror. Oh my gosh. Yo, I think we did it. I think we actually did it. Oh my goodness. While adminning too. Dude, Throg holding though was such a crazy turn of events for me. I can't believe he held. Charge animation to dodge. Okay, he still gets hit, but his leadership is looking good. Throg doesn't care, man. Throg for president. He actually never routs. I can't believe it. All right, I just gotta make sure he doesn't like capture this point over here, and I'm good. Oh my gosh. Trolls never die. Okay, very good, very good. Get that unbreakable going. I like how I'm at a value deficit too. Okay, let's get some ice doggos in. Yeah, I'm at a value deficit, but the regen is actually contributing quite massively. Oh my gosh, dude, hits like a truck, man. Just deleted that poor fool. Very nice. A couple Dark Riders come in, but they ain't no issue. Gets a no, that's me. That's my aspect of the Dread Knight. Holy crap. Okay, nice. Very nice. Okay, so I don't know exactly what happened, but I've been sent a replay to admin. There are like almost no rules in this tournament, so I don't know what there is to admin. And also, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to take a look. Let's see. Holy jeez, Hellbound got a lot of value. Oh my gosh, what a win though. That was crazy. Okay, so I'm up against B6 again. Okay, what is this adminning thing that I gotta do? Alright. Troll sucks so much. They are pretty bad, I'll give it that. He still won though. Let's see here. Doom and Darkness was okay. I will say Throg was a Chad. How much rally did he get? 1,000? Okay, not that much. I started with 129 units. I did kill the Medusa pretty well. But yeah, the trolls... against these melee factions, life is kind of rough. Okay. Alright. I think we can do our picks and bans. We should be okay. Kurgan Horsemen are good. Yeah, dude, the Kurgan Horsemen murdered it. Glinty Tooth's Crag. I feel like it's been a while since I played this one. All right. Oh my gosh, so much adminning. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Okay. B6 is ready. Okay, ready. All right. Oh man, so much adminning. So many messages. We're good now though. He picks Norska. Crap. He's forcing me onto Nurgle. It's okay, I can play Nurgle. I play a mean Nurgle, we're okay. Oh boy. Guy first picks Norska. I can't believe it. There's only so many troll factions. He can actually restrict me from all the troll factions. He can force me to not have trolls. Norska and Khorne. Oh my gosh, so many fighty factions today. It's okay though, I'll live. Norska, Khorne, and then what? You won despite the trolls? Nah, the trolls were sick. Lizardmen, okay. Okay, I think we can do this. Oh my gosh. Ogres are sort of trolls. Ogres are too strong to be trolls. Yo, if trolls cost 550 and had more leadership, man, that would be good. He bans Khorne and Warriors of Chaos. Okay. I guess I'll get rid of I guess I'll get rid of, I don't know. To just get rid of his Norska, to get rid of his Khorne. I feel like I should really just get rid of his Khorne. If the guy's playing Khorne, there's no way I'm gonna troll max it, right? Croxagores are sort of trolls too. It's not the same as monstrous. Are Croxagores just armor trolls? I guess, you know, in terms of how good they are. You know what? Maybe. Let's see here. I can face Norska with the troll maxing, or I can face Lizardmen. I would love to face Lizardmen again. So he's probably gonna play against Manurgs. I think that's good. Lizardmen into Nurgle is not the best for Lizardmen. It's kind of awkward. You can do a Minotaur strat. That's 8 Minotaurs, 2 of each kind, Butchers, and a Doom Bull. That's pretty funny. Okay, yeah, he does want to play Greenskins. Crazy. Alright. Let's just hope they don't bring a single Saurus Sphere unit. I'll be fine. Ain't no way they can beat this. I just need to not be as overconfident as I was before. It turns out monstrous units, they do hurt. It turns out they do hurt my trolls quite a bit. But I have a lot here that can help out. In fact, I have a super doper secret strategy. I have an amazing strategy. Yeah, we're gonna do this. This should actually be relatively awkward for Lizardmen to deal with. There's a little bit in the way of like cavalry and such that I have to be wary of. Though greenskin cavalry can kind of tussle with the lizards. I almost just want like a bunch of I almost just want some orcs. some actual orcs for once instead of the Gobotide. Gobotide's pretty jokes though, man. Okay, but first things first, I need to have something that can actually duel monsters. The Dreadsaurian, I can beat a Dreadsaurian. Ain't no issue, a Dreadsaurian. Yeah, let's ooh, okay, I can take a couple of these. Honestly, this is kind of a scary greenskin build to go up against. I could see this giving him problems. So yeah, it's a lot of HP. Lizardmen's generally pretty bad at just punching through intense amounts of HP. Do you plan on making a challenge with Tzeentch? Yeah, maybe at some point. I feel like playing Tzeentch alone is already a challenge. But I know the Zarix build is not bad with it. The Zarix kind of Tzeentch spellkite. Wurzag has some leadership buffs, yeah. I don't think it's amazing though. I'm quite excited for this build though. I think Lizardmen will be hard pressed to defeat this. Stone Trolls especially, by the way. They have high armor and missile resist. Actually pretty high missile resist. So Salamanders probably don't do as much damage to them as one might expect. They probably, you know, you don't want to be like face tanking it, but Stone Trolls will take less damage from Salamanders than Armored Trolls. Which is pretty bonkers, right? I guess they have less armor than Armored Trolls. That's crazy. Armored Trolls have 110 armor. Is Chaos the only faction with Armored Trolls, by the way? Because they're like kind of good, man. The armor is insane. You can't win a single multiplayer battle. Give me some ideas. Can you play Khorne and take like 3 Wrathmongers? I guess like Wrathmongers, you have to be careful you don't overextend with them. But if you just go Khorne and take a bunch of infantry, you'll probably eventually run into someone that doesn't know how to deal with all of that. Okay, so I have a Black Orc Big Boss this time. My opponent has like no units. So it is likely we will see some shredding time. Although as it stands, there it is. The Shredder of Lustria. So the question is, does the troll stack annihilate the Shredder of Lestria, or do we get annihilated? Obviously, it has a big old giant leadership debuff, but I can give immune to psychology and get back here, and a bunch of anti-large stuff. I think the Shredder is almost jump change. I'd say the Shredder is about to be shredded. Now, am I completely wrong? If I'm completely wrong, then we immediately lose this game. We lose this game faster than you've ever seen in your entire life. But I'm hoping my opponent just overextends with this bad boy. We kind of fight over here. Easy dub. Yeah, if you want to win multiplayer games, just copy a good build from a competitive tournament. Like, look at the Turin Grand Finals or something. And then, yeah. And then you're probably going to be fine enough. Defensive builds tend to be better versus new players, too. So if you go for, like, dwarves or something and just play ultra defensively, that can work out really well. Build tips: Empire versus Kislev. Long rifles. Take a couple long rifles are great. Look at these stone trolls, by the way. Once again, they really do not care about skink skirmishers. The boss, the black orc boss over here, is gonna be ready to tango. I am a little worried about these Colossedon hunters, though. But if I'm lucky, I can actually rampage them in before they cause too many issues. And are you gonna misplay? Looks like no, he's gonna play it quite safe. I'm totally fine by me. As the armies get larger, I think it's more comfortable for me. We'll see, though. So far, capture weight's doing okay. Black Orc Big Boss gonna get in there. Oh my goodness. Okay, pretty high damage so far on the Shredder. Gotta boost that leadership. Dude, we're actually DPSing it pretty hard right now. I gotta be careful though, because as soon as these buffs and such wear off, we're just kind of screwed. Gotta be quite careful. Have counter charges ready for the Colossedons. There they go. Getting a fairly good target for themselves. And okay, yeah, the buffs are wearing off. That's not good. The buffs are running out. Shredder took a very measly amount of damage. And the ITP did not cook. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, dude is healing like no one's business right now. Oh my goodness. Now, I do still have the capture point, which is my one saving grace. But he's going to be able to chase off some of the trolls. Not all of them, though. And that'll be good for me. Plus, I have some Rugleds coming in. Let's boost that leadership of smidge. Just a wee bit. I'm going to get another big old buff here on all the guys. And maybe we can do some damage. I'm doing my best. Let's see here. All the deeps. I can keep buffing up the leadership too, actually. That's not too bad. And if he charges in with the Colossedons, I do have more stuff I could chuck out. I just don't think the Shredder is dying, though. The healing's a little high for the thing. I'm gonna secure my flanks at least. Well, okay, I'm just gonna rampage these Colossedons so I can kill them. You're actually just gonna get more trolls in. Don't mind me. And then hopefully the leadership holds. Colossedons are dying. I guess that's pretty good. Shredder is not, though. Trolls, however, they're holding. They rallied. The damage is okay. Spooce that leadership again. I did kill the Colossedons. But I'm definitely gonna have to disengage from this situation, right? We disengage and then we regroup with newly regenerated forces. Technically, my value is not the worst, but he's also healing, so you gotta be a little bit careful. Oh my gosh, dude, the healing here is kind of insane. Okay, that's gonna work though. A little bit of a leadership buff. Unfortunately, he does get the point, but it ain't too bad. Look at this. Shredder is, yeah, taking a little bit of deeps. He's gonna get a little bit of a heal here, but if I just send wave after wave of trolls, maybe it'll be enough. I will say the damage it's taking is fairly high, but I'm just a little worried about how effective that healing is gonna be. That's a good pump wagon charge at least. Lord needs to dip though. He got a net. I netted him, he netted me. The healing is through the roof. This little pocket though is actually maybe okay for me. And of course we do have my archers just continuously peppering that shredder. One of the trolls actually rallied too, which is perfect. Come on, leadership, hold. Oh crap, he has the Mazda. He has the Mazda on my lord. It's gonna pull him away though. It's gonna get the shredder a little occupied, which could be perfect. Let's see if we can run these guys down. How's the lord doing? He'll rally, he's fine. It's not too bad. I do think actually killing the shredder will be very difficult. But okay, he nets the lord, which is not the worst actually. Because yeah, he's not gonna run or anything. It's fine, he'll rally soon enough. This is like the biggest copium. I got the wog going. Okay, that's good. Very nice. And we can grind his cavalry down over here too. Good spell casting. Shredder is actually heal capped, by the way. Very nice. Okay, nice. And the lord's back. Hell yeah. All right, you are on shredder killing duty then. We're gonna try and get that rampage going. Oh my goodness, bro, this thing is so freaking tanky, man. I feel like I've been wailing on it for my entire life. Thing will not die. Okay, maybe I can bait it. If I accidentally let my lord die, we're screwed. His shredder is still occupied. He's gonna get a little nibble on his backside. I don't even know if we win if I kill this thing, but I'm certainly gonna go for it. There you go. It's down, baby. The shredder is down. Okay, now what? Step 1, kill the shredder. Step 2, profit. There's another net on my poor lord. What a guy. Oh, he gonna die, man. He gonna die real hard. Oh, bro, that charge from the Mazda Mundi, man. He got mundied. Oh, no. Yeah, I thought I had enough anti-large. I was a silly man for thinking such things. I'm still gonna have a lot of gobos here. And you know what? I do have this war boss. Black Orc big boss. My bad. I think attacking the shredder was the worst idea I could have had. Should have just captured his points. But it's okay. Maybe the lord doesn't die and then these river trolls can stick around and debuff everything. I do have an archer unit back. That's pretty nifty. I'm pretty sure we're dead though. I'm pretty sure we're dead. Even though I did kill the shredder. At what cost, right? It was pretty funny though, watching all my trolls rally. Ah, there he goes. There he goes. It's not better to get Mazda and the Rev Crystal. Well, I thought the shredder was more out of position and maybe I could jump it. But one does not simply jump a Shredder of Lustria. Mazda Mundi. Dang it. Brutal. Oh man, B6 with the big monsters. Brutal. GG. You were blade. Dude, Shredder. Shredder got heal capped, man, with the Rev Crystal. Even with all the melee buffs. I did do a lot of good damage to it. It's just not enough. This guy was pretty good, though. I like the Black Orc Big Boss. But yeah, just big monsters in general. Squats of Shame, I'm on it. I'm on it. Oh, that's gonna knock me down on the leaderboard. I'm still 6th, though. I'm still number 6, so technically if I win this next one, maybe there's a chance. Not enough Boar Boys. I think Boar Boys would still die though, right? Ignoring your 45 streak message. What's this? 45 streak? Dang, Razel. Where is it at? There it is. It's currently on a 45 stream streak. Dang, man. Holy crap. That's like months of back-to-back streams. I'm so sorry. I think I was busy dying or army building. Ugh. You feel like 6 skirmish cav to steal points would be good with this? Maybe. I can use my trolls as like regen cav. Oh, I think it's not the worst. All right, I'm gonna need an opponent in the next 18 minutes, and then hopefully I get enough points to still qualify. It'll be difficult though, but if B6 and Evergarden keep winning all their games and no one else can catch up, we'll be fine. What are 2 factions to make a good combo that beginners can learn? I would personally focus on one faction. If you like ranged mixed infantry builds, Kiss Silver Dwarves is best. If you like rushing, Khorne is really good. If you like undead, Vampire counts have most of what you need. Though I wouldn't recommend undead for a new player. Yeah, I think those are some of the top beginner factions. Kiss of Dwarves and Khorne. Norska's not bad too. Okay, and we're up against Surzurm is yo. B6 actually has to drop from the tournament, but that's totally fine. And they are greenskins on Imperial Road. Okay. If we win this, we have a small chance of making it. If I win this quickly, we have a decent chance of making it. Nurgle, Walk, and Norska. He's greenskins. Will they want to play versus Nurgle? How do you generally approach Kislev, Lil Groms as Empire? If you're Empire and you want to kill Lil Groms, best thing you can do most of the time is actually just ignore them. Just like don't bring units that are super susceptible to them. Even like long rifles can take a long time to kill. It's like, think about it. How many shots does Lil Grom have and how many shots does it take to kill a long rifle? Right? It can actually, you know, as long as it's not shooting at your cavalry, its overall DPS is not really high. And you can get a lot of early game advantage because it's just they're slow poking you. If you're against people that can't dodge, cannons are not bad either though. But I would recommend summoning them in because most Kislev players will have tech to kill cannons. Alright, Norska time. In your legendary Elspeth campaign, you perform better in auto-resolve. and can't use a stack of all rifle riders. Honestly, I only perform slightly better than auto resolve. It is it can be quite difficult at times. But yeah, I will say campaign does not prepare you for multiplayer at all. Okay, how do I want to do this? I'm against greenskins. Greenskins, we know that they're not the greatest versus monsters, right? So wouldn't something like this make sense? Crazy idea. Oh no, guys, I'm cooking again. Somebody save me. Oh boy. Ah, jeez. Oh no. Alright. I am quite interested to see how this build does. It could be amazing. It could be terrible. Let's see here. Kurgan Horsemen are just good. I really like Kurgan Horsemen. Do I like them more than Ice Wolves against Greenskins? The ability to just outmaneuver your opponent and just have like lots of speed is just good. But Ice Wolves are also 95 speed. For some reason they don't feel that way though. Don't know why. Alright, but this should be fairly good. We have our leadership buffs as usual. And I just need a little bit of infantry. Do I need infantry to support my trolls? That's a really important question that I gotta ask myself. Do I need infantry? The answer is most likely, but sometimes not. Luminarch to snipe Groms? That's such a wild idea. The Luminarch can't even be dodged, and you can dodge the little Groms with it. That would actually be such an insane tech. I think if you have the micro, you can use a Luminarch to snipe Groms, but it costs more than the little Grom. And after you kill it, you're left with just a Luminarch, which I think is enough of a deficit where you probably don't want to summon the unit. Oh geez, oh no, yeah. I'm a great morale commander. Well, it's all trolls. That's why the leadership is so low. All right. Would Grimgore be good against a Shredder? Oh yeah, so this discussion was already going on the Twitch side, but Grimgore unfortunately can't really outduel a Shredder. And even if he does do a lot of damage, a Shredder can always choose to not fight him. This is what Dangler's going over. That's the main problem with foot characters. They're too slow. After you kill Grom, then you can kill single entities. That's funny. That's funny, man. You think the Luminarch can hit things? Maybe they have an Ice Witch. If they have an Ice Witch, maybe. But like Kislev is not exactly a single entity faction. What if they like don't have little Groms? You just have a Luminarch in reserve. What if they just like barrel in with lots of cav, man? Luminarch gets murdered by cavalry. I think what you're thinking of, right? What you imagine when you think of the Luminarch is not what the Luminarch is, you know? Like money can buy you things, but if you have 10 cents, you know, it doesn't matter how good money is. You just don't have enough. That's the situation with the Luminarch. It just is not enough. This though, this might be. Ready, good luck, have fun. Look at this bad boy. Soul Crusher. This is a unit that if you lose against it, your soul will be crushed. 14,000 HP. Mammoth. Has a leadership aura around it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anti-infantry has some ranged attacks. Oh wait, this isn't the leadership one. Ah, crap. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? I can just be happy that I have a mammoth, you know? Whatever. What is he at? Gobbo Great Shaman? Not a problem. From Skirms? Also not a problem. Unbeatable composition. I think so. Now the question is, can I win this game? Do I need to win 2 games back to back to make it? It seems like no, actually. If I just, yeah, if I just win this one, I'm probably okay. So I should focus on just winning this one. Let's pull this thing back. There's certainly a lot of archers and a lot of skirmishers here. That's gonna be a little annoying. Because I can't punch through this line very quickly. It's a bunch of gobbo spears and such. Throg can dodge though, he's good at that. Let's see here. I did have Purple Sun on this caster. I might as well bring him in. Look, my troll's regen. I'm actually okay if he decides to shoot at me. What's the worst that can happen? I heal cap with my trolls? Dude, if I heal cap with my trolls, I'm already winning. I don't think I've had a single troll heal cap ever. So you might as well let the damage come on in. It's fine. And just dance. Do the dance. Do the troll dance. There you go. And then at some point, well, its infantry line is pretty chumpy. I think if I just get some Marauder Berserkers, they can definitely get the work on them. And clear up that infantry line. So I think 2 Berserkers is enough. It's a lot of infantry, but I also have Purple Sun. We know Purple Sun is good, and we know greenskins can't really kill these big beasties. Now, Arachnarok Spider is a pretty decent tool for killing monsters, but it is not that good. I don't think it actually wins this, but we'll see. Let's drop it like it's hot. I don't think those guys are gonna dodge. Unfortunately for them, they gotta stand their ground to shoot. But that means the damage will be immense. Big ol' fat Purple Sun right all over them. Got the Soul Crusher on his face. Now, my Berserkers are a little, they're lagging behind just a smidge, but I think we're still doing okay. Soul Crusher has its abilities to keep it from taking too much damage over here. And Throg can definitely duel his lord. I do look forward to that. I just have to make sure that the leadership holds, and I'm okay. So that means timing Throg's ability perfectly. Gotta be super duper careful. Archers are definitely getting murdered though. Soul Crusher hits another archer unit too. It's very nice actually. And look at that, Throg with the dumpster. Now I have to be careful not to split up my trolls. If they split up, like I said earlier, that's very bad. But so far so good actually. He's actually having a, you know, the distraction Carnifex. This really is just the greenskin issue, isn't it? They just suck at just really suck at killing monsters, don't they? Actually kind of rough. And Soul Crushers just deleted all these fools. You have a couple black orcs here, but I don't think they're a big issue. Soul Crusher's just having the time of its life. And then if these guys can actually escape the Spider Riders, we'll get a fairly nifty charge. How's Throggy doing? Pretty good. Look at that Soul Crusher. Plowing in. Now, is this a Soul Crusher victory or is this a Troll victory? I don't know. That's a pretty nice buff, but it's not going to help him against Purple Sun. Let's see how this goes. Whoop. Those Gobbo Spears. He actually caught me out there. What a guy. Jeez, that Purple Sun, though, actually did so much damage. Very nice. So far, Soul Crusher continues to live. And it continues to draw lots of attention. We're gonna get a pretty nice leadership buff on all these guys too. And now I can start using my mobility to my advantage. That's a big route on those guys. It's good. I'm just a little bit worried about my magic situation. I don't have lots in the way of magic. And this pocket will fall if I'm not careful. I am quite out of position too. He's really laying into that Soul Crusher. And yeah, the Orc Boar boys are kind of cooking. Okay. Wait, why is my value lead so bad? Wait just a darn second. Why does my value lead look a little negative there? Is it just me, or is that an atrocious amount of value to have? All right, well, I'll have to make it back with some cab micro then. It's fine. It's fine. Couple trolls routing in the wrong direction. I'll live. Fairly okay charge on those orc boys. Throg ain't gonna die at least. And okay, the Kurgans are doing pretty well. I'm gonna need more magic though, but I should be able to rout off a lot of these greenskin units. And I will have the trolls rallying, so you gotta remember that. And they can actually get a stupendous amount of work done, these here trolls. As long as you make sure that they regenerate and heal up, life will be good. And maybe I can even draw in a couple of these boar boys into a bad position. Throg is doing Throg things. Just being an indestructible little lad. Okay, a little bit of a pick over there. I think Throg can actually duel this Lord fairly well. Throg is amazing. Maybe I can actually save these trolls. That would be sick if possible. Don't know if I'll be able to pull it off, but I do get a pretty nice charge. I will say trolls can be kind of hard to chase sometimes. Oh, his little goblin boss is forgotten in the distance. That's good for me. Very nice. The trolls do hold. You know what? Not bad. Fairly good charge on the spider riders. Yeah. I'd say this is an okay situation out of 10. Could be slightly better, but also not exactly bad for me by any means. And those trolls look like they will actually rally, which is amazing. Just gotta buff up the leadership. And then I just gotta bully these here archers. I know I can kill his lord. That much is fairly simple. Purple sun. Very good. I just have to clean up those archers. But if his lord goes down, that's a terrible position for my opponent. Purple suns have been sick, by the way. I specifically bought it for the archers, so I'm happy to see it actually work. And we did save the trolls. Now, I did lose a Kurgan. I did lose some Kurgans for that. But I think it's worth it, because now they're going to be kind of a pain in his side for a little while. Not too bad. You gotta remember too, his lord doesn't heal. We're gonna be making use of that too. And if I use my mobility just right, I think he might be in trouble. That was a nasty slow though on Throg, but he's not gonna stop. Okay, and he's gonna summon some very elite cavalry to fight those trolls. That's okay, at least the cavalry's not here right now. They're not here to bully me too bad. Come on, Throg, get him. Oh, what is this fight? That's kind of a bad fight. Value trading wise, I'm doing okay. I've managed to stabilize the hemorrhaging, which is good, I guess. Okay, and I have more cav. I'm just gonna keep chucking out Kurgans his way until things look better for me. I think that's what I really want to do. Should be able to get a few easy pot shots here with the Throg too. In fact, this might even be a Lord Snipe type situation if he's not careful. I'm going to get some more free picks also. My opponent's playing just a little too wide, which is kind of putting him in a bad position. And Throg is actually, man, of all the trolls, I think Throg is the best troll. Throg has definitely performed the best out of everybody. Unfortunately for me though, his Lord shall escape. It's going to be a little too risky for me to actually go into that fight. You can see he's dropping all the magics. And those broken tusk mob are going to be a little bit of a problem. Now I have a fairly good mobility advantage. And Throg is able to chill for a little bit. Okay, here we go. Gonna get a pretty decent charge over there. Gonna have a lot of Kurgans at my disposal. Unfortunately, I'm summoning in trolls, which is not the best thing in the world, but it's okay. I just have to kill off all these archers, man. All these archers, the mobility. Just gotta catch them up. I think it's doable, though. Throg has his big spooky unbreakable aura that I can use on these guys, and his Lord is actually really messed up right now. I think I can actually go for the kill on him. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So here's the play. I'm gonna get the Kurgans, or no, the throwing axes. Gonna target his Lord like so. Gonna make my boys unbreakable. And then hopefully it's enough. At the very least, I get a decent fight over here. His Lord will live, though. Very sad. And the unbreakable is nice, at least. It is actually really helping out my situation. But it's about to run out. And his Lord does get a pretty nasty ability on me. Oh, man, that broken tusk mob. Oh, geez, that broken tusk mob is annoying, man. They are very annoying. Kurgans are getting caught by some basic spider rider skirmishers too. That's not pretty. Hey, but maybe a devastating flanker on these broken tusk mob will finally get them killed. I actually am heal capping one of my troll units. Pretty funny. I do still have a ticket lead too, mind you. Okay, broken tusk mob are down. You know what? Maybe I have a chance. I'm gonna need a money purple sun though. Oh my gosh, dude, there's so many green skins. Chucks out another spell. Throg is gonna have to dip. I think the Lord Snipe attempt is basically done though, sadly. But this purple sun, if he decides to go into melee, could work for me. Unfortunately, I do not have much in the way of units left, but maybe he blobs up for a purple sun. I will say these trolls, they fight pretty well. Come on, doggos, get them. I have like no units left. That's a little awkward. Is he really just not charging in with black orcs? Maybe I can bait them in with these guys. He's probably a little traumatized from the purple suns. I need it to land extremely well though. Like I need him to try and save the black orcs. And he just like pulls everything onto this point. And then we get the most money purple sun the world has ever seen. It's looking pretty money right now, I'm not gonna lie. And he decides to charge in. Hell yeah. Alright, I have a chance. That is about as money as it possibly gets. That is a huge purple sun. And it doesn't injure my trolls either. Gonna be able to rout off these gobos too. We're gonna stabilize our leadership. Goodbye black orcs. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. You know, the trolls might be janky, but the purple sun is sick. Okay, I have a chance. I have a chance. We have the foe's victory point. I just have to hold it. I have no more magic to speak of. And it looks like he's deciding to go for a back cap instead. Well, we'll see. I should be able to, as long as I get charges with the Kurgans, we're good. And he's kind of in desperation mode right now. So he's sending all his guys onto the point, but they can't be microed. And that's gonna let me get some devastating charges. Kurgans have devastating flanker, so it is actually devastating charges. And I just have to clean up. Throg, oh, with the steel chair too on his lord. Oh my gosh. Will he get the point though? He might. Throg is dumpstering that lord though. And if the lord goes down, oh, I think he's gonna lose capture weight. No, he still has capture weight. How does he still have capture weight? Crazy. Do I win on a one cap though? I certainly have a decent amount of time. Throg is doing his best. Oh, finally gets that lord kill. Okay, yeah, I think we just play the long con and just value trade. As long as I value trade, I know that that he will eventually run out of units. Like, he's not going to capture this back point or anything, that's for sure. I finally have the leadership of these horsemen over here. As long as I micro them well enough, we're okay. Let's just keep using that devastating flanker on everything I have. And yeah, we'll just make it back up with the cav micro. There you go. Points captured. And just like that, easy peasy win. Jeez Louise, man. Oh man, what a spicy game. That was a spicy match. This guy got stupid value, 2,000 off of just the one purple sun spell. That was money, man. That was so good. A whole black orc and a unit of orc boys. Oh jeez. All right. Oh, we did it. Victory is ours. Oh, I want to puke. Throg did great. Mammoth took a ton of damage. I was down trading so hard. These games have been sweatalicious. Oh, I took the wrong Mammoth, man. I could have had more leadership, but I guess the tankiness was nice. More grubs, maw grubs, mangy marauders. Pretty insane value just shooting at me all game. Spider Lord is pretty nice too. Very fighty, I must say. Oh my goodness, bro, that was wild. That was wild. Well, I'm in top 4 now. We'll see if anyone else is able to make it. Oh my gosh. Jeez, man. Yeah, Caster was the best. For 675 gold, the work they did was insane. Pro pulled an into city. He didn't need his lord on the point to actually get it captured. The Throg though, man. Throg with his hammer. Just the Winter Tooth Crown. Now, are trolls good? I haven't been able to figure it out. I think the only reason I thought trolls were good that one time is because I was playing High Elves. Any faction with enough melee, it's just like dumpsters trolls, man. They just dumpster them so hard. I think normal archers would actually do pretty well versus trolls. They're only good versus kite builds, I think. Easiest match of my life. These games, oh man, so much sweat. But yeah, as soon as Ulrich Val is done, if they win their match versus JNM Driver, then we should have our top 4. Trolls are not good. What do you mean? Look at the crazy wins they're pulling in. They have a 60% win rate. Greenskins can't kill monsters. I guess he did kill the Soul Crusher. It did take him forever though. If I just went double Chimera, I feel like Dangler, do you think Greenskins can do literally anything against double Chimera? Do they have anything? I guess they have one giant squig. They can use the giant squigs and maybe get some cycle charges. Bo was playing with fire, taking that many archers versus Dreadmaw faction. Ah, yeah, Dreadmaw would have crushed it pretty hard. Oh man. Incredible value difference. Yeah, you guys were not confident at the beginning of the match, were you? This is why you have optimism. Yeah, just win. Winning makes you win. You use stone trolls, but it never feels that good. Okay. I think it's greenskins. You could probably just do better than stone trolls. Swamp things are not bad though. Swamp things are actually decently difficult to route. Terror and leadership. 55 leadership. Let's see here. Like, what would be their equivalent? Let's see here. Like, so like an ITP 50 leadership unit. 55 leadership. Maybe a big monster. Okay, Colossal Squig is harder to route than the River Trolls. Yeah, kind of hard to say. I guess they are still a little easy to route. And I don't think Black Orc Big Boss helps much either. Man, where are the High Elves, man? I want to face High Elves, maybe some Empire. Some real weak sauce factions. I feel like everyone just bullies these poor guys. I will say, troll of the day though, most surprising troll is armored chaos trolls. They're pretty fun. And best troll is definitely Throg. Definitely Throg. Hey. Oh, did my Discord get a bot? I think it got a spam bot, but thankfully someone took it out. If you took it out, thank you. Swamp things are good, but take damage too easily. Yeah. You really need a lot of support for these guys. They're not like the worst though. Like they do come back a lot. Their HP pool's a little low though. How do they compare to stone trolls? Do stone trolls have more HP? No, they have the same amount of HP. It's crazy because they feel tankier. Obviously, they have 25% missile resist, but the best troll is Ant. I will say it is pretty fun seeing them cook. I think we gave some people some rough losses. It probably does not feel good to lose to troll maxing, but like I swear there was a. Like, I swear I faced a build that was just straight up, like, 4 stone trolls, a little wee gobbo. He might have even been on foot. And they just had, like, a million goblins, man. And I don't know, like this kind of felt oppressive. Maybe it was the map and the faction. Well, like, I don't know, it just felt, like, super oppressive. Yeah, the armor's nice. Plus armor, plus missile resist. Taking less damage is really good for the leadership, by the by. But if I'm playing High Elves, do I just beat greenskins by taking like some giant dragons? I guess dragons aren't the best SEs. And the Sea Elemental isn't the best SE. What if I take like an Arcane Phoenix? Yeah, I guess High Elves don't have the real beat stick monsters that other factions do. These guys are okay, but they're not nearly as scary as a lot of the other stuff. They mostly rely on their breath attacks to kill infantry. And their hitboxes are huge. Though Arcane Phoenix is probably the best of the bunch if I wanted to brutalize some greenskins. Waiting for someone to take the Corn Halberd ROR. You evil man. Murworm. Yeah, Murworm's too jank. It's not like the Shredder of Lustria. Not by a long shot. A L'Oreal with Banish. And a bunch of tree monster infantry units. I wish we could still take trees. Back in Warhammer 2, you could run a L'Oreal with trees if you selected the faction banner. But CA changed it. No longer can that be done. Yeah, you don't get the Avalorn monsters, it's sad. I feel like they should have kept it in, you know, like if you take specific lords, you're allowed to run these units. Like if you take Altharian, you can take the Skyhawks or something. Give the legendary lords a little bit more roster shenanigans. So that way the lord might not be good, but the units here could be super nice. Would give a reason to run different lords rather than just taking the best one. Honestly, having run trolls today, I feel like if I ran into that stone troll build again, I would just take like a bunch of archers and a normal front line, and they would just die. Like, like I don't know, man. They seem kind of bad. Yeah, just take a bunch of infantry and just shoot them. They just hate being shot so much. I guess the archers really lack the armor piercing to kill stone trolls, but like, do you really need that much range damage? Phoenix was really annoying. You don't know why no one takes it versus greenskins anymore. Maybe I should run the Arcane Phoenix. Maybe. Arcane Phoenix and Altharian. Oh, geez, yeah. Yeah, you take this bad boy. Oh my goodness. What are greenskins supposed to do against this? You just have an unkillable dude. And another unkillable dude. The damage they can do to trolls, super high. Staunch line of Oceanids and Silverin. Oceanids are cool until anything shoots them. Armor is actually an insane stat. I would rather have extremely high armor than extremely high melee defense. Fight me! But seriously, armor is the best because it protects against ranged attacks. It protects against all but ethereal units. But mostly it's the range damage. If you actually factor in the resistances that Oceanids have, it's kind of like they're just a 60 armor unit. So imagine shooting a 60 armor unit with non-AP arrows. Like, you'd be happy to shoot at a Saurus warrior with archers, right? That's how much resistance the Oceanids have. I guess 75 armor, but still, like, it's great. Ooh, Berserk is in the running. They might actually make top 4 if Ulrich Wall doesn't win. Crazy. Metal Mage. Metal Mage is cool. I think if you just want to like pick off one stone troll super fast, it's pretty worth. Though, if you're worried about trolls, like Lore of Death and Doom and Darkness is just better. Rust maxing. I do like me some rust maxing. Okay, but for semifinals, I gotta be a little careful. For the semifinals, I probably can't go so hard on the trolls. These games have been rough, and I am not seeing what makes these guys work. Unless we run into the right faction for it. If I run into a faction that is just weak to, you know, your typical main tide. Like, I think a Bearman stack with lots of trolls would be quite annoying to deal with. Because the Bearmen don't really route, and they buffer for the trolls. If there's a bunch of SCs, single entities, I guess I still have Throg. How are the Nurgle trolls? They're okay, a little expensive. It's really hard to judge how good this ability is. Like, I think they route faster, but it's really hard without a side-by-side. Magic attacks are OP. They ignore armor. No, magic attacks. When I say ethereals, it's not their magic attacks. It's the fact that ethereals come packed with full armor piercing. Magic attacks only punch through physical resist. It does nothing else, which is kind of useless, I'm not gonna lie. Magic attacks are actually only useful for killing other units that have magic attacks. But just being ethereal, giving you full armor piercing is quite nice. Still waiting on Ulrich Rawl, by the by. Will they win? Chosen, it'll be a doozy for sure. Maybe I only run a couple trolls versus them. We'll see. And no one has a faction selected either, so whoever I face, we're doing 3x3 matrix, which means I should expect some counter picks. I'm essentially not counter picking at all, which is pretty bad. Oh boy. Magic attacks kind of OP in Warhammer 3 since only ward save stops them. No, that's not how that works at all. No, magic attacks. If I gave the skeleton spearmen magic attacks, it would do literally nothing. If they attacked anyone, if they don't have physical resist, magic attacks do actually nothing, okay? There is no benefit to it. In fact, in Warhammer 2, it used to be a detriment because spell resist was magic resist, and units like dwarves would take less damage from things with magic attacks. Ghosts? Well, yeah, we're talking about the ghost, like full armor piercing. That's different. I guess that makes more sense if that's what you're talking about. But yeah, full AP. Full AP is not crazy. It is quite good. You know, if you're up against armor, yeah, obviously lots of deeps. Very good. But most units with armor, so the way armor is calculated, it's 75% of the number. So 90 times 0.075. You would deal like, you know, you deal like 32% less damage. Right? So let's say you have no armor piercing. You deal like 32% less damage against this guy. So you can think of magic attacks as bonus 32% damage compared to someone who literally has no armor piercing. Most units have armor piercing, by the way. So you can see the skeleton actually has quite a bit. So while it's a nice damage boost, right? If it's only like 30% damage increase, it's not like, it's not the craziest thing in the world, you know? At the end of the day, you can get damage in without AP. Damage is damage, man. Look at these crypt horrors. They have armor piercing. They don't really, yeah. And it's not like they do crazy amounts of damage. Really depends on this value. You have some units that do lots of damage but have almost no armor piercing, and they can actually kind of hurt higher armored units. Most of the time not, though. Ghosts tend to have low melee attack anyways. You know, with Karen raids, at least they have a really good charge bonus. So they have they're hitting for 64%. So on the charge, they can actually get quite a bit of killing done. Actually, quite a bit of killing. Yeah, that's 64 plus 35. Or yeah, plus 35. So against someone with 35 melee defense, they still have a 64% chance to hit. That's pretty nice. And then the damage they do will be like 74. So they actually, like, one charge of Karen raids can almost one-shot most chaff infantry. And then they get terror routed. It's great. How do you counter ethereal units with greenskins? Greenskins, if you're fighting undead, generally speaking, you take a bunch of Savage Orcs. And then either you go River Troll Hag and you can use Aspect of the Dread Knight and maybe some spells like Buna or Purple Sun. A lot of people, more typically, they go for this though. They take the Orc Shaman and they go Fist of Gork. So you just have a little bit of magic damage there. Yeah, Black Orcs. Black Orcs are just really fighty. So like, let's say you take like a Black Orc, a shielded Black Orc. They have 42 melee defense, so they're kind of hard to hit. You can make them even harder to hit. And they hit back for 48 damage. So they don't need the armor piercing to kill ghosts. It's actually not the worst thing ever. And they have ITP, so they don't route. But typically, if you want to kill ghosts, your usual sources of damage are fine. It's more about having a unit that won't route to them immediately. Savage Orcs just have such high damage that you can just kind of run them into the ghosts and it's not the worst. Yeah, they have physical resist, but both sides are doing true damage to each other. It doesn't actually matter that much. You can take skirmishers, I guess. Although skirmishers versus undead is usually ill-advised, but you know, you have some of this business. I don't think you have any naturally magic dealing damage units though. Ah, you have the big gun. The big gun does magic damage. Wowza. Alright, moving on. What about Hero Orc Boss on foot with ITP? It sounds good on paper, but the price is not right. You're paying 900 gold for a little ITP aura when you can just have a whole unit of cavalry instead. You know, there's so many instances where your archers are getting charged and you wish you had a cavalry unit to protect them. And if you just don't run this guy, you get a cav unit. Karen Wraiths, yeah, Karen Wraiths don't have a lot of HP. They're very glass cannon-y. Just played as Empire versus Khorne Skull Taker and got obliterated. It happens. Empire versus Khorne can be tricksy. How do you approach this matchup? Any tips? Empire Khorne is actually really kind of rough, but I think one way you can do it is this. I would actually copy this build. Elspeth, Spirit Leech, Life Leeching on a horse. 2 Engineers with Restock and Mercurial Shot. 2 Reiksguard. This build has enough DPS to kill Khorne. If you need more DPS, you bring in the Outriders. And you just charge his dogs with the Reiksguard. If you just don't waste your time shooting his shielded infantry and kill off anything that is a little squishier, this build cooks. A lot of damage here. Fate of Bune is good versus Spectrals, yeah. But yeah, this is pretty good. It's a little on the harder side to pilot. Like, you're gonna run pretty low on tickets at some point. But the general rule of thumb is, first things first, you gotta keep your wagons alive. Then you need to have enough DPS to kill his army before the tickets run out. So when you play the match, don't worry about holding points. Focus on value trading. And once you have value trading, you'll notice that, hey, the army's just dead. And then you capture the points with Spearmen. That's basically it. And then if they spam mobility to try to catch these, you just counter with mobility. And if they spam more infantry, you just counter with explosives. It's pretty good. And then Elspeth can also Spirit Leech a Lord. The Engineers are just ludicrous in damage. I would optimize for Mercurial Shot, by the way. Mercurial Shot can get you about 400 gold per shot if you shoot it into the flanks of like shielded Khorne warriors. It can actually just delete the unit if you hit it from the right angle. Would highly recommend. Skull Taker? Yeah, just don't fight him. You have guns. Skull Taker does not like being shot at by war wagons and engineers and Spirit Leech. And if he just hangs back the whole battle, then he's not doing anything. It's great. Wyvern on greenskins. Nobody runs the vanilla Wyvern on greenskins, but some people like to do this Savage Orc on a Wyvern. Especially if you don't like Hell Cannons, you can use Gaze of Mork to snipe it quite easily. And all of Grawl's game is taking forever. 34 minutes to play one match. Was someone AFK? I don't know. I'm gonna message them. I hope they didn't just not report the match because that screws with the bot. And driver. With the cavalry and chariot meta. Chariots are less popular, but yeah, cav meta. Nobody fields that much infantry ever unless it's kind of chaff or anti-large. I do think I see a lot of people run more infantry than you'd think. They're obviously less popular. You can't just spam infantry anymore because unsupported they just die. But there's a lot of builds. Like we just faced a greenskin build with a lot of archers and a front line. I think yeah, I think a lot of factions run infantry. Especially like Empire main tides are quite good. Okay. And they're done. They're finally done. And the top 4 is up. And I am up against Chosen. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna lose this one. I'm probably gonna lose this one. Yo. But, it's okay. It's okay. Can I be chosen with trolls? That's the real question. Give me my spot back. I'm here. Dang it, V6. You're so close. That's unfortunate. You actually could have stayed in the tournament. All took so long. Why is Slanesh so strong? Is it stats or mechanics of the faction? It's always stats. You can make any faction strong by just making their stuff cheap enough. What's the map we're playing on? Border low landing. Okay. Fun. And it's Slanesh first. Who would have guessed? So, yeah, I think we just go for the typical Norska Chaos. Now, against Chosen, I don't think I can spam that many trolls, but I will go troll light. Or maybe they won't expect it. Then we can crush them. The thing is, if he doesn't... What build doesn't expect trolls? And then gets wrecked by it? I don't know. Slanesh, Beastmen, and the last faction is Vampire Counts. Okay, not a lot of good troll situations, I must say. Yeah, that's not a great troll lineup. Slanesh, Beastmen, and Vampire Counts? Are you kidding me? We're on Border Low Landing, which is kind of a sketchy map. I'd like to go like just a normal infantry build with some sprinklings of trolls though. I feel like that'd be fun. Trolls versus Vampire Counts is obviously insane. I don't think I should do that. Unless it's River Trolls versus Counts. You know what? Maybe I'll try out the Dangler special. What makes them so good against Vampire Counts? Minus melee attack. I guess it makes their melee attack so low they actually can't hit my guys. If they go from a 20% chance to hit to a 14% chance to hit, that's actually quite a bit of damage mitigation. No need for trolls. This is like a season final. I think I would still want to dabble rather than the full try hard. Then we're just playing stuff I've already played before. I won't make a throw build though. Like I'll take something that I legitimately think is good. Fingers crossed. High melee defense makes some trade horrors, huh? I guess yeah. They do have a 50 melee defense. Are you kidding me? That's insane. 40 melee defense on these ones, and they reduce melee attack. So you're telling me you can actually just sit there and fight? Horrors have 39 melee attack, which is pretty high. Graveguard have very low melee attack. You can get them to 20, which is insanely low. They still have the bonus versus infantry though. Trolls aren't bad, just not 6 of them. Yeah. I will be careful. Let's see here. So Slanesh is a doozy. I would kind of like to face Slanesh just to see how it goes. I like don't know how other people play Slanesh. They're like always banned. It's like some Beastmen, some Chaos versus Beastmen. Chosen will probably ban the Norska and Chaos vs Beastmen. If they see in the stream title though, then they might feel like that's a fine matchup. Not trolling. No, I'm gonna dabble. Maybe like 1 or 2 of. Keep them safe. But I don't want my entire build to accidentally get countered. Poison is also 15% melee resist. Ah. Yeah, I'll leave the Greenskins versus Vampire Counts matchup up then. Maybe it'll be sick. Greenskins have had a resurgence versus Vampire Counts. You got your Black Orcs, you got your River Trolls. Just extremely fighty, really. Alright, what you doing, Chosen? What you got? What you got? Oh, okay, they have their ban. They banned Chaos and Vampire Counts, okay. Norska Vampire Counts seems kind of rough. I'll get rid of Greenskin Slanesh. Call me crazy, but I think that's not good for me. Although, no, Slanesh is just a menace. you just don't want to fight Slanesh, right? I guess I'm probably just gonna face Beastmen then. Yeah, the odds that I'm just playing versus Beastmen or playing Greenskins versus Vampire Counts is very high. I think it would be fun though to play Greenskins versus Chosen's Vampire Counts. I almost welcome it, but maybe they'll just want to play Beastmen. They'll play the Beasties. If they do play Beastmen, I'll probably not want to play the Greenskin matchup again because Chimeras are actually indestructible. Unless I can kill the Chimeras with like a Gobbo Shaman and just shoot them up. But I have the feeling that they can actually just ignore the Goblin Great Shaman. The Chimeras are really tanky. Okay, and he bans out the Vampire Counts matchups. Hell yeah. So it's Norska or Chaos versus the Beastmen. Should actually be quite interesting. He's gonna want to play Norska or what? bazillion fanatics. Fanatics are fun. This should be pretty interesting. He might want to play versus Chaos, though. This is probably a Dreadmaw situation. Dreadmaw's just good. You really cannot go wrong with that thing. Chosen knows greenskins cook counts. Yeah, he banned it. He banned that one and the Norska one, which is oh, I think I beat a vampire counts recently with Norska. I don't know if it was Chosen. But Norska javelins are so good. As long as you keep your javelins alive, vampire counts just melt to them. Plus you got the berserker spam. Alright, what do you want to face? What do you want to face, good sir? Beastmen are, you know, they're okay. I wouldn't say I'm terrified of them. Mostly, it's just kind of like you have to be a little careful that the Beastmen don't just roll over your face. And he wants to play Chaos. Oh, okay. You know, armored trolls here could actually be kind of insane. Because Ungor Raiders, there's no way they do any damage to the 110 armor. This is kind of sick. That is kind of amazing. But obviously I need a real army. Gonna need an actual army. There are Bestigors and such. A few Bestigors I gotta worry about. Maybe there's some crazy Chimera action. Do I want to go for 6 horsemen this game? I think I should be able to get away with not going 6 horsemen for once. I know I like almost always do it. But there are other builds, much as I hate to admit it. Yeah, it's okay build. Yeah, it's a very okay build. Beastmen, oh Beastmen. They are just a little tricksy, just a little tricksy. I do think a bunch of chimeras could actually be a little scary. I'll have to make sure the mobility goes well. Chosen is quite good at keeping their cavalry safe. I kind of wonder what their frontline situation is going to look like. Let's see here. If they do run Bestigors, do Bestigors just chop armor trolls? They do have armor piercing. That does actually make life quite a bit more tough, doesn't it? Yeah, this is kind of good though. Sure. Okay, I think I have an okay build, guys. I think I have an okay build. There's nothing too crazy going on here. It is just a build at the end of the day, but it has a lot going for it. It's fairly standard. We do have trolls. Trolls are on the board. Maybe if my one troll does well, I'll summon in another one. We'll see. I'm just gonna try to... I'm gonna have one hero troll unit, maybe. One absolute hero troll unit. And we try to maximize the value on that as much as possible. That's kind of funny. So if I'm facing Beastmen... Yeah, like this is okay. This feels... yeah. It's just a normal build. Nothing to see here, really. It's just a normal chaos build. Trolls cook Bestigors? Hell yeah. Alright. Oh, gotta switch my banner. Chaos has like no banners though. Never mind, they have a million. Let's do this red one. I'll confuse him. He'll think I'm playing corn. Beastmen ever attack Chaos in lore? Interesting question. Because, yeah, Beastmen are quite loyal to Chaos, aren't they? And I don't know if there's, like, infighting there. I'm sure Chaos attacks Beastmen in lore. But do Beastmen attack Chaos? Bile trolls. Oh, bile trolls kind of funny. Chaos infights all the time. But between, like, the warriors and Beastmen? Okay, wait, there's actually... I think I do want to take this. It's just too hyped to pass up. It's just too hyped to pass. Great. Now I have spending issues. Do I do this? Is this crazy? This feels crazy. This feels like a terrible idea. Maybe this. Get rid of this. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. That's kind of required. Man, I wish there was an easier way to balance money in this game. Money balancing is always the worst. Just shuffling units around the whole time. Okay, this kind of hype though. Interesting that he's still making this build too, by the way. Yo, imagine I did a spawn day. Spamming out spawn like no one's business. That would be quite something. Spawn have not been meta for 50 years. Actually, since launch. Negative chevrons when? Bro, negative chevrons would go so hard. I think everyone would take negative chevrons. Like, what? You get minus 10 leadership, but the unit is 50% cheaper? Because I think they get 50% more expensive with chevrons. Since we're going the other direction, I guess 33% cheaper makes more sense. But, like, I would totally take a Forsaken with, like... I would take a Forsaken with 60 leadership, but they cost 50, or that they cost 500 gold. I'll go for great swords. You imagine negative chevron Skaven slaves. They just immediately route. Be great. Beastmen got envy for the Chaos Mortals that are less messed up than the Beastmen. I guess that makes sense. Humans of Chaos. What a title. Alright, here we go. It is time. Can I be chosen with an amount of trolls? We'll see. I wonder what composition they're gonna have. Are we going to see a Chimera action? I don't think Chosen likes playing the Chimera single entity kite style. They're much more of a melee player. Free Skaven slaves. Yo, Skaven slaves for like 75 gold. The thing is, the minus 10 leadership can be quite impactful if you're like fully negative chevroning. They come pre-routed. Jeez, man. That's rough. Alright, here we go. The pangs of suffering. That's what it feels like. So, yeah, I got a fairly normal build. But I do have bile trolls to mix it up a bit. Just a few bile trolls. We got a nice little nifty army over here. Archaon's got the burning head. Very typical. Very, very typical. So I just want to capture this point. We're going to use our Hellstriders most effectively. Life will be good. I just kind of hope the Dreadmaw can cook. Dreadmaw has a lot of work for it, cut out for it, but it is extremely strong. Can't really go wrong with it. Now there is a Blood Shriek Chimera. So that means Marauder Horsemen are gonna be good. How many do I want though? These guys gonna get caught. Whoop. A little bit of dodging. Okay, we pushed them back. That's good. So they have a lot of skirmishers. That's pretty solid for me. And I should be able to get the Dread Mage right onto those spears. Then right onto them archers. Good dodge though. Actually, pretty sick dodge on my opponent's part. But his formation's a little scuffed up. He actually has a lot of skirmishers too. So if I use my mobility here to my advantage, I think we're doing just fine. Oh, the feint. That was pretty clever. I like that. Okay. Mad Lad's cooking. Mad Lad is cooking with fire. Gotta be careful with the trolls. A little bit of maybe a dodge. Archaon has to stay safe. Gonna chuck out that burning head though. It's gonna do a good amount of damage. But this guy's dodging like a maniac right now. Now Archaon's still a Chad. And that's gonna hurt those archers quite intensely. He also should be able to keep these bile trolls alive, which is good. And yeah, he's just super occupied on that far end. I think that's good for me. In fact, right now, yeah, he kind of took an anti-skirmish army, but I did not take that today. He has a lot of archers and such, but yeah, they're really not going to do super well, are they? Look at this Dreadmaw, he's just chilling, he's having a good time. You have some Beastmen cavalry over here. They're going to get Chargerino'd. These archers are really not doing well. Oof. A little bit of a misplay too. Chosen usually does not misplay these guys. But this time they did. And those archers took quite the amount of DPS. Meanwhile, Archaon's just chilling. He's having a good time. Archaon's kind of dumpster in this situation. And as long as I get my Hellstriders in, I think we're doing just fine. Just got to get a clean old burning head here. I think those Hellstriders are gonna rout, sadly. Yeah, Archaon's still killing it though. The fact that he has to commit his skirmishers into melee is good for me, but he did get a very nice surround, so we'll see how this goes. I still don't have that money burning head, which is kind of worrying me. But if I kill the Lord, it's pretty over. So we'll see. Archaon is certainly putting the beat down on that guy. That much is true. But it looks like he will be able to escape. Now that ain't too bad. I have lots of Forsaken at my disposal. And they are extraordinary versus the Beastmen. Chimera does manage to escape. But overall, value trading is slightly in my favor. And that's what we like to see. Let's just keep up the chase then. And of course the Dreadmaw is not going to give up. The trolls are going to keep trolling. I do love that. I am going to just desummon these guys. They could fight more, but they'd be much better off resummoned. And then if I can just recapture this point, I'm pretty happy. Look at that, Dreadmaw's killing it. And he shouldn't have any capture weight here, so I can play more defensively. That'll keep me nice and safe. Okay, decent fight over there. Alright, but how's this gonna go? It's gonna be a little sketchy, right? It's just gonna be a little sketchy. Ooh, dang, Arcane with the routes though. Very nice. It's gonna be a little sketchy, but I think with the Forsaken here, it's fine. I just have to not blob up for like a super nasty breath attack and I'm happy. Use my Hellstriders effectively. And I think we'll be okay. Getting this point, of course, is great. Unfortunately, yeah, Chimera is still very nasty. But the Dreadmaw's in. The question is, do the aspiring champions cook now? I guess we'll see. Okay, go big route. I think the fact that his lord is so low is going to be the end of him. That should be good. Just have to be very careful with these lads. And then maybe we just bully this Chimera. I know my Dreadmaw can actually get quite a bit of range damage off. Okay. Archaon's doing his best, just. And okay, Chimera is in a little bit of an awkward situation. You know what? It's not too bad. Yeah, I think the Chimera is going to heal up and such, but it really is not that bad. As long as I can maintain the double cap, we kind of just chill. I'm okay. Archaon just has to stay kind of safe is all. He's kind of getting focus fired, but we're still fine. Okay, get in there, Archie. We're just gonna chuck a burning head all the way down the pipe here. And I just gotta not lose this point, but I have the better cavalry. That's the main thing. He's trying to draw me in, but we shall not let him. The burning head does fairly good. And if I keep playing on the defensive like so, it's gonna be very hard for him to get back that value. I just have to keep the double cap going. Just have to keep a very strong double cap. And maybe kill his lord. If he's not careful. He is, though. He decided to go for harpies, which is quite interesting. This fight should be good for me, though. Especially with the trolls incoming. Still a little sketch, though. I think the Dreadmaw is not doing as well as it could be. This is going to be a little nasty. I think with a burning head, though, we should be able to do well here. Unfortunately, I did let one of my guys get caught by some Centaurs, but the burning head is good. Value trading's in close, though. Uncomfortably so. Ooh, how's the Dreadmaw doing? Dreadmaw's just chilling. Ooh, Dreadmaw here would be perfect. That's actually a massive, massive route if we can get it done. But they do get the capture point, which is a little unfortunate. A little bit of a spell cast on Archaon 2. He can dodge the Chimera at least. We'll see how this goes. If he kills it, that's amazing. Archaon is quite the Chad, but is he enough to kill a whole Chimera? Probably not, right? Yeah, and it looks like the Chimera will be able to escape. How unfortunate. He is also getting one of the back points again. Okay, but I'm gonna catch me some cavalry. That's good. Alright, where's Archaon at? Alright, he just has to be a little careful. Just a smidge, just a smidge. Oh boy, this is quite the fight. Archaon at least is still doing really well. But, yeah, it ain't over just yet. Ain't over just yet. That's a big route, though. And he hasn't captured the point yet. It's very important. Archaon needs to give his leadership, though. I don't think he's going to let his lord get caught. If anything, it's bait to kill Archie. I think he's barely going to win this. There's the route over there. Brutal. Okay, what if I use this thing to shoot his lord? Dang, man. Yo, what a tussle. Come on, shoot him. Shoot him. Dreadmaw's not shooting. Oh crap, I didn't get the D-summon there either. That's not good. Archaon's taking some heat. Dreadmaw too. Oof. Yo, man, my Hellstriders. They ain't cooking hard enough. This'll be okay, though. I did summon in a troll. I didn't have much else. Oh, Dreadmaw routed? Bro, that's rough. Yo, I think he's barely gonna win. What a match, though. Crazy back and forth. Oh, I didn't get the D-summon on these guys. Oh man, bro, that was a wild match. I'm still gonna play it out just to see where we end up. But the Chimera barely living is definitely gonna be the end of me. Super close. Dude, his lord is like insanely low. If I manage a kill on him, you know, maybe I still have a chance. I do have some armored trolls here too, which should be quite good. I'm really worried about all this here infantry, right? There's a whack load of dudes, and I don't think he's just gonna give it to me. Alright, what's a Chimera gonna do? Dang, he just goes for it. Okay. Archaon's gonna get the charge. Oop, gotta pull back with these guys. He's getting just slightly better cav engagements than me. Now, the one Forsaken here will definitely help. That's a devolve. It's a speed reduction. Clever. And a nasty breath attack, too. Dude, the devolve plays are actually kind of insane. Okay, we're gonna get a decent little hit there, though. Okay. Man, he has so much infantry support. He's playing it really well. And the fact that his lord is alive, just hiding in the corner. It's very rough. Now, this Burning Head should still be good. And if I turn Archaon towards a Chimera, maybe he's able to tank it. I'm gonna need some good RNG though, because yes, it did get the charge off. Come on, Archie, kill the thing. Dude, there were a couple instances where I almost got the Chimera or Lord killed, and that would have been so good for me. Archaon's still a Chad though. Yo, if he can kill the Chimera, maybe I stand a chance. But he actually needs to not get hit for like the rest of the fight. I don't know if the guy has it in him. One can hope if the Chimera is actually at pretty good leadership or pretty good vigor. Aw, dude. Come on, Archaon. Kill the thing. Yo, this is a crazy close game. I did misplay the Dreadmaw slightly though. GG. Woo! Crazy match. I feel like I'll have to check the Bile Troll value. I'll have to check the Bile Troll value. I feel like they didn't really help route stuff. GG, well played. Dang. Oh man, that was wild. All right. Did the Bile Trolls cook? Yeah, the Dreadmaw didn't get the burrow off. I don't know how I missed it. Chosen will be moving on to the grand finals. Not bad actually, if you consider the leadership reduction too. I think I had a fairly good build against them. If I was able to get that Lord kill, man. Just one more hit on Archaon, we would have been good. My Dreadmaw shut down his Ungor Raiders, which is exactly what we wanted it to do. But oddly enough, my Horseman didn't do so well. He was spamming devolves the whole game. And he actually got a lot of value with it too. Look at that. Bray Shaman got insane value. Either that or they were cycle charging infantry. But yeah, he actually caught a lot of my skirmishers, and that kind of messed me up. Then Armored Troll did not do well. That Armored Troll summon was really bad. Dang, man. Dang, that was a fun match though. At the end of the day, they just microed a little bit better. Mega Chimera value. I probably should have taken Spirit Leech on Archaon. He was still a Chad though. Yeah, could have had Spirit Leech to finish off stuff like the Chimera. It makes it so that they can't go nearly as aggressive, because then potentially you can just route it off. All right, well, let's go ahead and rejoin our lobby as a spectator and see who comes up. So it's either Azek or Ulrich Rahl. We'll just send the lobby code to both players and we shall wait. Dang though, man, that was a fun match. Hey, Mercy the Mad, thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Here, have a shout out. Mercy the Mad. How goes? How goes? Set a super pitch battle. I assume you rated mid battle. Oh man, dude, that was such a spicy battle. I wonder if my 6 skirmisher build would have done well though. The Evolve is such a wild tech. I can't check the spell right now. But yeah, using that as just a speed reduction. It's basically like an ultra cheap Melkoths, especially on Hellstriders, because it's a percentage based speed reduction. It makes it so they can get caught by his cavalry. What's the most cheesy and OP faction, if any, and why? I think Vampire Coast gives the most people trouble because you just spam zombies, and if they don't know how to deal with zombies, then they lose. Vampire Coast, if you just only summon the zombies and you have a couple Mourngulls, you can just absolutely annihilate people. They just don't know how to get the DPS in. Man, dude, that game was so close. I think if I had actually just ran Spirit Leech, it would have been okay. Spirit Leech is very good versus Chimeras and the like. There were a lot of mini plays though. Ah, we got Ulrich Wall, hell yeah. There were a lot of like mini micro plays. They did really good job moving the cavalry back. I wonder how Devolve compares to like just Melkoths though. Because Melkoths is the same amount of slow, but maybe Devolve lasts longer. Dang. Chosen versus Ulrich Wall though. Should be pretty interesting. I wonder how they're gonna do this. I would say Chosen versus Ulrich Wall. My money's on Chosen. But Ulrich Wall, I don't know, does Ulrich Wall do shenanigans? Or did they play fairly standard? Because I think if Ulrich Wall just plays a standard normal game, they might just lose. But they also have really good micro. Like I think Ulrich Wall specs higher into micro than they do builds. Should be interesting. That's crazy. I really have to check the Devolve. I really want to check how long Devolve lasts now compared to Melkoths. I think it lasts quite a while. It felt like it was just sticking forever. You really hope they tone down or remove immune to flanking? Yeah, immune to flanking is kind of crazy. Honestly, I'm okay if they keep it as long as the unit is priced correctly. Anything with immune to flanking should just be rather expensive. Like right now, the Chimeras are just extremely cheap. Weight Watchers are OP. Honestly, Weight Watchers have almost been untouched since game 1, and they've always been like A tier, but never S tier. I don't think they're OP. I don't think we've ever had a Weight Watcher meta. We've had a Stone Troll meta, we had a Greenskin meta, we had a Vampire Coast meta. I don't think a single time have I been like, man, we've been playing against Wood Elves for 3 years straight now. Let's mix it up. Yeah, minus 25% speed, charge bonus to leadership, melee attack minus 24. Wow. And it lasts 20 seconds, which is a fairly long amount of time. And for 4 Winds of Magic, that's pretty good. Oh, the Vigor passive. That's why the Chimera was so high on Vigor. Dang, that's some crazy tech. So you're just spamming that off cooldown. You outmaneuver your opponent. Dang, that's wild. That's actually some really good tech. I might need to look into that myself. Beastmen passive is pretty good. It gives you a little bit of vigor back every time you cast a spell. It's quite nice. Zyphos used to dominate with Waywatcher Kite. That's not really a meta though. That's just Zyphos. Zyphos and Falcon. That's just a player being good. That's like saying StarCraft has a Zerg meta because Zeril is dominating. Definitely not a Zerg meta. I think Protoss is like the most represented faction, just below the highest tier players. Yeah, you get map-wide vigor reduction of 10%. That's pretty nifty. Yeah. Huh. Devolve. Such an interesting spell. I think against like a very infantry heavy build, I wonder how it'll go. But generally Beastmen don't suffer versus infantry heavy. Kind of nifty. Although I do think my 6 horsemen build still wins there. Maybe not on Borderlow Landing though. I think that was a good map for Beastmen. It's fun though. Very fun. Man, now I'm itching for a rematch, but I'm gonna be busy. I'm actually not going to be streaming next week, by the way. That is when I am completing the move out. So, unfortunately, no Anticity for like a solid few days. I won't even be streaming tomorrow. It's gonna be quite a bit, but I will be back afterwards. Don't you worry. Also, I wonder if I just brought a Hell Cannon in, if I could have done well there. I think if I did bring a Hell Cannon, he would have just won on tickets. First time watching Ranked Total War. How does it work? So we play on a mode called Domination. And the way that works is there's 3 capture points. Each capture point gives you 1 ticket per second. And when you hit 1,500 tickets, you win. Both sides get a few resources to summon in units. So all units have like a gold value, and you can bring in more stuff onto the battlefield. There's you know, points where you can vanguard from, but at the core essence of it, it's like a normal battle in campaign, except instead of killing your opponent's army, which is still important, your end objective is to control space. They did this because if it was just a normal battle, people would just corner camp like they would in campaign, and that did not make for interesting gameplay. The backlog of streams to watch through is immense. Yeah, it is quite a bit. I think anyone who watches all of my streams is going through quite a few hours. It's like at least a couple hours every, at least like 2 hours a day on average, right? If you really spread it out. Man, that game was so close, man. Arcan was really close to killing his Lord too for a moment. If I got the Lord kill, we would have won. I think we would have had the win there. Still would have been close, but that would have been the big swing. Oh, man. All I needed was the 1 Spirit Leech. I'd have to shenanigans my build though. Yeah, a lot of really good games. Close ones. Max Chaos Knight game? Oh my goodness. Chaos Knight maxing is pretty wild. Now, would I rather Chaos Knight max or Troll max? I think Chaos Knights are better than Trolls. So if we can do this while taking a few Trolls, I think we can probably do okay with a lot of Chaos Knights. Are there ranks to this, like silver or gold? So the in-game matchmaking is pretty bad. It is more of a community run ladder, or not even a ladder. There is no ladder really, but it's a community run tournament system. So the way the ladder works in game is you just queue up and you match into whoever. It's usually people who are not super experienced with multiplayer. But once you can kind of win ladder fairly often, most people go to the tournament scene. And there's tournaments like almost every day. So people sign up for those, they get better there. And you know what? I'll just send you to Turin's website, totaltavern.com. It's a good one. Totaltavern.com. It's a sick website. Here, YouTube, you can have it too. So there you can see where everyone places in terms of tournament wins and win percentage. It's pretty good. And you can just yeah. You can just head on over, look at all the tournaments. It's not a huge community. I'd say, like, you know, we have like maybe like 100 to 200 active tournament players. Maybe a bit less. I'd say, like, if you're counting everyone, you know, from the top of the leaderboard to the bottom, I would hazard 100 to 200 players, maybe lower end 100. And typically the way you get better is you just sign up for a tournament, and if you have a fairly close match with someone, you message them and you ask if they want to play practice games in the future. That always works out pretty well. I think we're getting Vampire Coast versus Chaos, by the way. Chosen might have adopted my Coast playstyle that I adopted from Scrambled Egg Special. We'll see. If they play a very infantry heavy, not a lot of guns, not a lot of bombers, it's a me playstyle. If they play with bombers and guns, it's a different Coast. Got 600 hours in Warhammer 3 and still struggle with macros. That's pretty typical. The game doesn't prepare you for multiplayer. It's just something that people kind of unearthed. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure Turin was the main one that drove multiplayer. Without Turin, I don't know if we would have the multiplayer scene we have today. Because the game was not designed for multiplayer. You can kind of tell, right? But it's good enough and it works. And currently the meta is good enough where we don't really need a lot of rules, which is always very fun. You miss Faction Wars? Did you ever participate in Turin's Faction Wars? A few times. I actually won a couple of them as Vampire Coast. That was my prime, man. That was back in 2022. 4 years ago. Oh my goodness. Yeah, brick by brick. Man, it's crazy. What happened to the faction win rates? Why are ogres at the bottom? Because there's no ogre mains playing ogres. Name one person that plays ogres on the reg at the high level. No one. They're not a bad faction. They're definitely better than greenskins. I think it's been said a few times. Ogres are just a better greenskins. Is there a place where we can learn multiplayer army compositions and strats? Not a lot of info on YouTube or forums. Yeah, there's a few more niche YouTube channels. I don't have the list, but if you go onto one of the Discords and ask around, some people will direct you the right way. But yeah, there's that. Sometimes Turin will post some guides too. What Turin has done for the multiplayer community is crazy. He created it, man. It's not even like he did stuff for it. He actually, without Turin, there's no multiplayer community. Outside of like a few content creators here and there with like mini scenes with just their audience. But Turin is the only one who has like a multi-audience spanning tournament scene. Greenskins are currently 7th above Slanesh. Wow. Gotta drive the Slanesh win rate up. I feel like it's fun, but does it really make good practice? Yeah, 2022 is 4 years ago. Crazy. So the good old days. The thing is, all right, 2022. Well, actually, yeah, it being 4 years ago is quite a bit. Man, I swear, like, Warhammer, well, Warhammer 40K is probably going to release more than 10 years from Warhammer 1 being released, right? Warhammer 1 Total War release date. Has it already been 10 years? It's been 10 years. Give it one more month and we will have the Warhammer 1 10-year anniversary. Jeez. Please stop making me feel ancient. All right, y'all's the Tomb Kings. Just a bunch of bones. I like to reminisce about my glory days. Although I think we might have a new age. Most recent video I posted. So I looked at my highest viewed videos ever on the channel. All the videos I got like over 200,000 were from 2022. The video I posted a couple days ago is the first video in like 4 years that has done this well. New age of authenticity, people. If I can replicate it, we'll see. A lot of editing to do, but it's fun. We get Cathay win rate to 50%. Can we get everyone's win rate to 50%? That'd be nice. Just only host tournaments where people are allowed to, they can only play the bottom half of the factions. Then that way, oh no, but then that means you just further skew it because the people in the bottom half, right, they'll just like shift like this. So I don't know if that solves it. Yeah, how could you host a tournament that would make the win rates go 50-50? I don't think there's a way you can cheese it. Unless you're intentionally lining up better players playing worse factions. Love the heavily edited videos. Yeah, I would love to make more, man. So I can make one, and then I need to start making like a pipeline where I can not mass produce it, but at least get it out at a more decent pace. Let's say 1 every 3 weeks would be the goal. And then I get sponsorships, and then we're set for life. Gotta edit for the Zoomers to get views. I think, honestly, you could probably make do without editing. The way I understand it now, it's all about the story. Man, I did not do well in English class, though. But like, if you can tease out something that you can just like really talk about with some passion, get some stakes going, 3-act structure, it's all coming back. High school English was worth it. If only I paid attention. Instead, I focused on computer science like a scrub. 11 wins, 0 losses for Cathay. That's actually a pretty short journey. I played Demons of Chaos for like 11 days to get them to #1. You want to edit vids? Yo, Trizik, if you want to edit videos, man, there's a lot of stuff you can do to help. Even just getting like the money shots. You know, you just I just send you a bunch of replays. You just zoom in and get some beauty shots of guys shooting or some melee or whatever. That already, it just give me the B-roll, man. I swear, like a quarter of the time I spend editing is just getting B-roll. You know how many cuts you have to do to make to keep attention up? It's crazy. Computer science for nerds. The mega nerd. That's me. Get some steaks going. Now you're hungry. Of course. Post a hot video, capitalizes by AFKing for a week, you know? Sometimes things are more important. Like, if I don't move out fast enough, they're gonna toss my belongings in the garbage bin. That's pretty bad. Holy crap, it took them that long to do the pick 3? Jeez Louise, Alec, Rawl, and Chosen take 50 years, man. Take 50 years. It's mostly Alec, Rawl. Although, who knows? Maybe it was Chosen this time, but... Come on, Alec. I should have told them to speed it up before getting into it. But whatever, it's the finals. They're playing for a possible qualification into Turin's grand finals, which can net you a good few $100. So it's understandable that they want to make sure that they play as hard as they can. You see close-up demonettes in your thumbnail and you'll be good. I wish it was that easy. I wish. Are Depth Guard terrible? They're actually not bad at, in today's day and age. When's the Turn's grand final thingy? Probably before the next DLC. I imagine he's waiting for Nagash. Nagash could not come soon enough, man. I feel like I'm getting old waiting for Nagash. Manfred's been talking about Nagash 10 years now, man. Oh my gosh. You could have someone graduate all of high school and university and Nagash still doesn't come out. Man, their DLC release schedule is slow. I wonder if we'll get a multiplayer balance patch sometime soon. I'm quite doubtful. We'll see. That wasn't vague at all. Thank you. Are you being sarcastic or genuine? I wish I could tell you. Turin doesn't, Turin's quite wishy-washy with these grand finals. He's been glazing Nagash for years now. No, opposite. He keeps saying he's weak. Tiny bit sarcastic. I wish I could give you a better time. But if Nagash is coming out sometime in the summer and it gets delayed, then we can suppose Turin's grand finals will be in roughly 3 months, if I had to take an educated guess. I wish CA would also give me the release date for Nagash. But unfortunately, they don't randomly hand out their internal timelines to content creators. I can't believe it. By the way, Vampire Coast vs. Tomb Kings, I'm pretty sure that's Vampire Coast favored because they're infantry. Their infantry win here. Dude, these guys are so slow though. The longest grand finals ever. Long grand finals. Last game though. Chaos Knight maxing or Empire max Outriders. It could be fun. Counterpicking is so important though in Warhammer. You can't really just go for a strategy. I wish it was like StarCraft. In StarCraft, you know, unless they're going for like a rush, all in, or a cheese, you can kind of do your own thing. With Warhammer, if you're good enough at a faction, you can just play that faction. But specific strategies, like if I did kite only, there's gonna be some factions and playstyles that are just really good against it. Nagash should throw pyramids. He should just summon the Necrons. Does a Necron solo the Warhammer Fantasy universe? How many Necrons does it take? Like, if they can kill a space marine with like the little green laser things, I'm pretty sure they can just one-shot Frains, right? Maybe some of the tankier guys, though. I'm sure maybe some greater demons could take them down. Zombies greater than Necrons. How's their ammunition, actually? There's a lot of zombies. Is there enough Necrons to fight them off? Can they damage the Necrons, though? How good are they in melee? Do Necrons even melee? Are they worse than Tau in melee? Now I'm wondering. Nagash gonna get one-time use ability per battle. That has a 50% chance to kill the enemy lord instantly. I think we already had that in Warhammer 1. If the stories of Spirit Leech are to be believed. Why is Chosen hovering, Beastmen? Have these guys not actually picked their factions yet? What are they doing, bro? What are they doing? I'm gonna message the players. All right, here we go. All right. We messaged both the players. This is a one singular dedicated melee character in Tau, in the Tau roster. I think I've seen a video about them. They're like red, right? Pretty hype. We're talking about strength in lore or on tabletop? Necrons in lore. Your standard Necron infantry. Can they melee? They have better melee than Tau? Okay. Really? Because like those guys just look like they're carrying like cannons. How do you even melee with that thing? With the little green laser cannon thing. Tyranids, yo. Tyranids, are Tyranids gonna be the main endgame crisis for 40k? Grimgore collapse Necrons. That would be pretty funny. I think a lot of the named characters can be pretty OP. Like Lord Croak should actually be able to beat a lot of Warhammer 40k stuff, as long as he's not getting sniped. Like, they have ways to kill Croak. Does that mean Lord Croak would be a psyker? Would they be classified as a psyker in the 40k universe? How does that work? They have axes on the end of their guns. I guess it's not a very impressive axe, but I guess if you just hit someone with a giant hunk of metal, it hurts. You just know anti-sewing Farsight every Tau game. How are you so good at predicting the future? Oh man, look, HP is just a resource. It's just a resource to be spent for the greater good. Alright, Ulrich rolls already. Here we go. It is time. How many wins have you had today? Only 3, actually. Kind of rough. And we're in. Finally. All right. All right. Hopefully we don't have to wait so long in the future. We just want to make sure things keep it going. But we have another Doom Bowl. Is that another Wild Bray Shaman? Yo, if Chosen actually gets a Devolve meta going, that would be wild. It's like Danican with the Lore of Shadows. Danican like single-handedly brought back the Lore of Shadows. If we see Lore of Beasts, that'd be sick. He'll be a Bad Moon Daka junkie in no time. Greenskins is very high up on my want to play list. Tau is just too good to pass up though. I would love it for Tau to kind of be weak and then like I innovate the meta for them, kind of like with Vampire Coast. But I feel like Tau, they'll be more similar to like Empire without a front line, which is not very good. So I don't know. Anyway, so we got some Contep action. Standard kit, lots of abilities. He's spamming the lore passive. It's gonna be just a whack load of infantry. Chosen of the gods, sometimes risky if they don't have targets. And in this case, they don't have many. Maybe some Centaurs, that's about it. We got a Bray Shaman over here. They got Bestial Surge, so that's a vigor increase. And no Devolve. Very sad. 23 seconds, minus 24 melee attack. Dang. Yeah, you can really just spam that. Yeah, I feel like Devolve is kind of hype if you're going cav on cav. Interesting. Fun build for both sides. A lot of infantry. Some skeleton horse archers. They're just here to get a little bit of value, but they probably won't be able to get that much. And this is going to come down to, I guess mostly if the Beastmen can actually chunk through the Tomb Kings. So if you look at the situation right now, also if you are new to multiplayer, we can go over how this works. You got 3 capture points. You got to keep your units on it to capture it. And when you do, it gives you 1 ticket per second. At 1,500 tickets, you win. You see they're quite spread apart though, so mobility can be really good. And there's a lot of push and pull where they might go really hard on one objective and you can give it up. Retreat. Retreat. And then go for the other 2 instead. There's some maneuvering. You can try flanking. It's dangerous though because they have summons. A lot of back and forth. Immediately though, the Beastmen get a pretty solid charge on these skeleton horse archers. Will we see a pull away though? Yes, we do. Centaurs do manage to escape. A little bit of stuttering, but it looks like it'll hold. And so far, the Bray Shaman doing pretty good for themselves. Oh boy, the lag. The lag is getting bad. All this waiting just for a laggy match. I think it should stabilize soon enough though. We're gonna see some dread magic dropping on the Centaurs too. The Centaurs are getting roughed up a little bit. This is kind of just like a fairly even trade, you know, there's just a little bit of a tussle. Both players looking for signs of weakness. I think I slightly favor the Tomb King's position here. It's a little rough that their horse archers took damage, but they actually didn't lose a lot of entities. So their archer fire is still just as strong. Meanwhile, the Beastmen, yeah, the Centaurs are getting roughed up pretty bad. Oh, look at that guy, actually a rout. Pretty rough because now they can't dodge to the ranged attacks of the Ushabti. Good spell though. That is a, man, a lot of unorthodox spells. That's a Vile Tide on the Tomb King's units here. But a lot of this spread damage is kind of rough for the Beastmen. Take a look-see. Tomb Kings, they have an ability that triggers when they lose enough units. That's this bar at the very top. And eventually, they're going to heal about like 14% of their HP. And that's quite a bit. And the more units that are injured, the more units get to benefit from that. So it's actually very important that you spread your damage out as the Tomb Kings here. Obviously, you don't want to take damage for free. But because this fight is right across the line, all these units are going to be about 14% more effective. Pretty bad for Chosen so far, I'd say, actually. This could be a little bit better. We got some Butchers of Kalkengard moving in, all right. Solid charge on the Skelly Spears, but oh, they barely braced in time. Did you see that? Oh, dang. That was a very close call brace. If they hadn't done that, they would have gotten knocked back pretty hard. And there you go. There's the first heal. It's going to be a solid 3. What was it? Yeah, it's going to be 1.4% HP heal. It's not that much. He tends to lag the lobby. I tend to lag the lobby, or what? I will say, actually it's stabilizing right now. Maybe it's fine. But yeah, you can see the fight goes on. Tomb Kings in general, I would say, are pretty happy with the engagement so far, especially being able to kill off the infantry, but it's still pretty close. Beastmen are actually ahead on value, and the Vile Tides have been amazing, by the way. Ungor Spearman herd is also overextending slightly too. I don't know if I like that. That's about 300 gold. They are disrupting the Ushapti, but it's not like they have many targets anyways. And overall, I'd say it is... yeah, it's a little sketchy. Third heal does trigger though, so this is the biggest one. Tomb Kings, it's going to be hitting about 16 units. That is very good. And many of the Ungor Raiders are getting caught up in melee now. So overall, I think positionally this is good for the Tomb Kings. Ooh, I didn't realize this though. Tomb Kings have no capture weight. So Beastmen almost win on a 1 cap right now. That's actually kind of insane. Now obviously being ahead on tickets is really good. They're also ahead on value though. And as long as the Beastmen don't start down trading dramatically, they should be able to continue holding these points. And as that continues, that puts a lot of pressure on Tomb Kings to start spreading out their forces. And the more you spread out, the easier it is for a mobile faction like the Beastmen to just pick one location and just rush you down. It's going to be a little sketchy. Good pick though. Does catch the Brave Shaman, so look at them go. Running for the hills, but I'm sure they'll be back. There's no Spirit Leech or anything to finish them off. Over in the middle, Tomb Kings will be capturing their first point. And this is going to give them a lot of breathing room. If they had stayed on a triple cap situation for another minute or two, it would actually be really bad for them. But this is going to stabilize it a little bit. Tomb Kings still kind of need a good counterpunch though to actually get value back. The fighting is not looking the greatest for the Tomb Kings. They're getting a little bit of a win in the middle. Maybe they're going to get some damage on the chariots. And of course, Chosen of the Gods are still alive. They'll be able to cause a lot of pain. Interesting that we have a Necrotect actually. Oh, Pain Braces of the Sun Foot Necrotect. Love it. This is a tech that I've actually done. Very fun. It is basically a Helm of Discord. As long as the guy is in melee, whoever he's hitting, they just get mega ultra debuffed perpetually. He could actually go to the Butchers of Kalkengard and make them almost useless right now. But it looks like he wants to fight the Korngors. We'll also be able to capture the point. And maybe he does well. I will say the time it takes a Foot Necrotech to actually get value is quite long. He's been on the long march for a while, a little bit of indecisiveness. You saw that target on the Butchers. So we'll see if he gets his value's worth. Let's take a look at the value of those Butchers though. The bad thing about the Necrotech is he actually has to land a hit for it to debuff. And they actually have really high melee defense. On foot, his stats are not that impressive either. 43 melee attack. Yeah, he's missing them. Finally gets the debuff though. And once it gets going, it's pretty good. Because then the melee defense drops and he can actually land more hits. So that's pretty good for the Necrotech. Unfortunately for Ulrich Rahl, the Chosen of the Gods are getting worked on. They may even die here. That would be pretty disastrous for the Tomb Kings as their value is starting to fall behind. And right now, it seems like they're just kind of running out of units. I think Chosen just kind of, just really murdered the infantry, didn't they? Seemed like the infantry just kind of died quickly. Good spell use. Overall, I'm actually a little surprised that the Tomb Kings kind of just fell apart, but I will say this Chosen of the Gods really did not do much. And when you're down like 1,000 gold on the front line, it's just gonna be rough. And like, look at these Ungor Raiders, right? They've already paid for themselves. There's a unit of Necropolis Knights here trying to pull it back. And I don't think it's impossible for the Tomb Kings to win, but definitely close to it. They're actually almost entirely out of units now. Kind of surprising. That was actually very decisive. I do think the Chosen of the Gods was the weak link here. They could have gone so much more value. The wide Beastmen quick capture play was also really good. I think that was solid. Cod Tap did not do very much. Very unfortunate. Yeah, very good Beastmen map too. And you gotta remember, the Tomb Kings also had skirmishers, right? So that was like more than 2,000 gold worth of non-fighty units. And the Beastman was almost all dedicated to fightiness. So a good match. What happened to your total tavern activity? Did you stop playing there? I've just been busy, man. Busy with the move out. We'll be back at it in about a week or two. But GG. All right. Wow, that was actually a lot more decisive than I thought it'd be. If you look at the Chosen of the Gods and the Kepler Guard, though, they actually just really did not do much. Even the Centaurs that got kind of crumped early came back to get pretty good value. And the Ungor Raiders did amazing. Beastmen are kind of weird. Their Ungor Raiders are bad archers. They're bad archers on every metric for the price. You can get like high elf archers for cheaper. But because Beastmen are so good in melee, they're able to actually keep their archers protected. And when they're safe, they actually get absurd amounts of value. Very strange, but there you go. They do have a high entity count, though, I must admit, which gives them a lot of archer shots. So there we go. GG's. Well played to Chosen. They did very well. Ever Chosen, congrats on the win. Your tournament points will be given soon. GG's. Some solid play. Chosen, definitely one of the best players right now. Not unbeatable, but definitely like super high level and consistent. I think I need to be on a very good day to beat them. Beastmen greater than Warriors of Chaos nowadays. Ever since they lost Bearman, Chaos is certainly a little further back. I do think them being able to spam 6 horsemen is really good. But it's hard to argue with the results. Beastmen very strong. And they got Slongors. You weren't here for a while. Have time to watch one game. Any recommendations? Not sure I can say I have any recommendations. I don't know what you mean by watch one game. But there will be a VOD if you want to scroll back. I don't really have any replays to go over, unfortunately. And honestly, I'm kind of tired. Been a long day. And that match versus Chosen was draining, man. You gotta micro your butt off to fight him. What's fun, though? It was a solid day, I'd say. Next week, we're gonna be gone. Tomorrow, we're gonna be gone. Unfortunately. But we shall be back. So I hope you guys had a great time. And I'll see you in like a week and a half. Oh boy. Maybe I'll squeeze in a stream, but very likely not. So, see you then. And bye-bye.